on the Hawkeyes Sports Network from Learfield. This is Hawkeye Women's Basketball, brought to you by U.S. Bank, proud to support Iowa basketball. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Iowa Lottery. Be a VIP with the Iowa Lottery. Visit ialottery.com for details. Bud Light, it's for the fans. By University of Iowa Healthcare. Changing medicine, changing lives. Authentic Brand, unique Hawkeye apparel at authentic-brand.com. And by Hy-Vee, score big savings at HyVeeDeals.com. Now to courtside, here's Rob Brooks and Jamie Lang.
Saturday morning hoops inside Carver Hawkeye Arena. Big Ten basketball for you as the Iowa Hawkeyes coming off one of their most impressive victories of the year, 93-64 over Northwestern. Welcome the Penn State Lady Lions. Rob Brooks along with Jamie Lang courtside. Expect a great crowd here this morning as the Iowa Hawkeyes at number 12 in the country by way of the AP, number 9 in the coaches poll, searching for victory number 14 on the year and trying to go 6-1 in the Big Ten Conference before two big road contests coming up. Well, the Lady Lions, it's been an up and down campaign for them. They are 11-6, 2-4 in Big Ten play, 0-4 away from State College, and coming off a head scratcher of a game against Nebraska, where Penn State lost 80-51. At times this year, they've shot the ball very, very well, but really struggled against the Cornhuskers in that loss, which Coach Bluter will talk about. Kind of makes her a little bit nervous because, you know, statistically, this is a pretty good shooting team. Hitting almost 37% from three-point range are the Lady Lions, and just under 45% from the floor. So Iowa will have to be ready against a team that can produce some offense, and that's one of those teams that kind of sits in the middle of the league that makes you nervous here on a Saturday morning. But the Hawkeyes, with two of their best performances back-to-back, the consistency is what Coach Bluter has really liked, and we will get the pregame comments from the head Hawk when we come back to Carver Hawkeye Arena. Thanks so much for joining us along the Hawkeye Radio Network. Of course, XM Radio this morning, the YouTube page, Iowa Hawkeyes, and the Varsity app. We'll be back. Coach Bluter's comments as we count down to tip-off Iowa and Penn State. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from their field.
Players don't always get a second chance. But now with the Iowa Lottery, basketball fans do. Play Money Madness or Triple Tripler scratch tickets and you could win up to $100,000. Not a winner? Enter your ticket online or scan it in our app and you could win 2 VIP suite seats to see the Minnesota Timberwolves or the Men's National College Basketball Tournament. Play today at any Iowa Lottery retailer and enter your tickets to see March basketball from the sweet seats.
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, the Jill Armstrong team, Wisconsin Realty, the area's premier realtor, and Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. Jill Armstrong and her team strive to make every buyer and seller at ease with the real estate process. Contact the Jill Armstrong team, Wisconsin Realty, for all of your real estate needs. Call 319-631-5455.
At Oak Knoll, our mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served Iowa City for more than 55 years. Our team helps residents create home by living our values of caring, respect, enthusiasm, awareness, teamwork, and encouragement. If you're looking at retirement options, visit our website at oakknoll.com. We want you to lead life your way. Go Hawks!
At Mid-American Energy, we want to help keep you safe around power lines and electrical equipment. Always assume a power line is energized, even if it's on the ground. To avoid the risk of an accidental shock or electrocution, avoid touching a power line with anything. And when you see high voltage warnings on transformers and substations, stay away. We care about you and your safety. Get more tips at midamericanenergy.com.
Paid for by the customers of Mid-American Energy.
Welcome back to Carver Hawkeye Arena as we count down to tip off Iowa and Penn State. Here is the Hy-Vee Shoot-Around with Coach Bruder, brought to you by Hy-Vee, the official grocery partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Score big savings at HyVeeDeals.com. And Coach, here we are on a Saturday morning, and you've done this before several years. It's kind of a good thing, too, isn't it? Because when you get into Big Ten conference tournament play, NCAA tournament play, you just never know when and where you're going to play.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a good thing. I mean, we've been all over the board. We've played 11 a.m. games. We've played 8 o'clock p.m. games. But I think it is good because the Big Ten tournament, you don't know when you're going to play, in the NCAA tournament, like you mentioned, you don't have any idea. So it's good to get not have that rigid pattern of getting ready for a game. And you have to adjust sometimes.
Yeah. Obviously, coming off a terrific win against Northwestern, just looking back at that game, what really stood out to you?
I just was really happy with 4 quarters of solid, good basketball. I like that consistency, and that's what I want to get. I feel like we've had 8 quarters in a row now of just consistent good basketball. I want to make it 12 today. Obviously, our bench play I thought was very good with Molly coming off, Hannah Stalkey coming off, Sid Alforder coming off. I mean, I just really feel like our bench did a very, very good job.
If you had a player in recent history that seems to run the floor like Hannah does, boy, she gets up and down.
Yeah, she could be a track star here. I mean, she really flies, and it's so fun. Well, I mean, because first of all, we have a point guard that can give them the ball. And not everybody has that, but we have a point guard that can put the ball in her hands on the run right where she needs it. So it's very fun. I think that, our fans love it. I love it.
It's all good, that's for sure, and getting better every game. We'll be back and talk Penn State. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Players don't always get a second chance. But now with the Iowa Lottery, basketball fans do. Play Money Madness or Tripler Scratch tickets and you could win up to $100,000. Not a winner? Enter your ticket online or scan it in our app and you could win 2 VIP suite seats to see the Minnesota Timberwolves or the Men's National College Basketball Tournament. Play today at any Iowa Lottery retailer and enter your tickets to see March basketball from the sweet seats.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
Touchdown!
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with 0 sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
You probably know that a natural gas leak smells like rotten eggs. But what does a gas leak look or sound like? If you hear a whooshing or hissing sound, see dirt, dust, or water spraying from an area, or you get dizzy or queasy, leave the area immediately, then call 1-800-595-5325 once you're safely away. See MidAmericanEnergy.com for more safety tips.
Paid for by the customers of Mid-American Energy.
Hey everyone, I'm Mark Wahlberg, and I have some exciting news to share. At Wahlburgers, we are all about bringing the family together to enjoy a great meal and have a great time. That's why right now, for a limited time, kids eat free every day at all Hy-Vee Wahlburger locations. Kids 12 and under can enjoy 1 free kids meal with any purchase of an adult burger, sandwich, or entree salad.
Bring the family to Wahlburgers and the Wahlburgers and Hy-Vee stores, where right now kids can eat free.
Well, Lisa, Penn State comes in here with a terrific point guard that has been around the Big Ten a long time and one of the best to do it in Penn State history.
McKenna Marissa is a great point guard. She's 5'11", so she has good size. She's a senior, so she has great experience. She shoots the ball about 20 times a game. She shoots 41% from three-point range. She also rebounds. I mean, this girl does everything. And so she is a key player that we really have to work hard to keep the ball out of her hands once she gives it up.
Is this a team, too, that can get on a roll offensively, have the ability to score points?
They do. And the last game they played out, they shot shot the ball horribly, and that always makes me nervous because statistics even out, right? But McKenna Marissa can shoot the three ball, like I said, 41%. They also have a freshman, Shea Chesky, maybe? I'm not sure how to say her name yet, but I'm sure I will. Number 4. And she's shooting the ball at over 41%, taking 5 a game. So she is a great three-point shooter as well. They have a great athlete in Leilani Capanis. I mean, she is a tremendous rebounder, driver, strong, athletic. Those are the 3 key players, in my opinion.
Penn State defensively, how do you expect them to play against you?
Well, that's the thing, is this team is going to press all the time. I mean, this is a team that they're down 20, they're going to press. They're up 20, they're going to press. They press the entire game. It's what they hang their hat on. So we have to be ready for that, because that can wear you down physically and mentally. And all of a sudden you make a silly turnover by making a not focused pass, and then it's gone. And those turnovers result in easy points for them. So you don't want to turn the ball over on this, on the back court or on the front court of.
Both courts.
Both courts. I guess I don't want to turn it over. But, you don't want to turn the ball over 80 feet away from your own basket. And that's what they make you do.
You've seen some pressure before on a more limited basis. Pretty successful so far, do you feel?
I think we've handled it well. And I told the team, if we can get them to take their press off, then we've taken care of their plan A, and now they have to go to plan B. And anytime a coach has to go to plan B, it's not a good thing. So we're hoping to make them into plan B today.
All right, plan B or C, right, Coach?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. D or E.
Let's go get a big victory today.
Let's go, Rob.
Head coach Lisa Bluter here on the Hy-Vee Shoot-Around. We'll have the starting lineups when we come back. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from their field.
At Mid-American Energy, we want to help keep you safe around power lines and electrical equipment. Always assume a power line is energized, even if it's on the ground. To avoid the risk of an accidental shock or electrocution, avoid touching a power line with anything. And when you see high voltage warnings on transformers and substations, stay away. We care about you and your safety. Get more tips at midamericanenergy.com.
Paid for by the customers of Mid-American Energy.
At Cenex, we're locally owned and operated, so your community is our community. That's why your Cenex goes far beyond the store. We fuel community connections by supporting local festivals, restoring town monuments, and renovating baseball fields. Now in its 4th year, we'll have contributed more than $400,000 to Cenex communities through our Hometown Pride initiative, because community connections make the places we live so special. Cenex, powered locally.
Basketball players don't always get a second chance. But now with the Iowa Lottery, basketball fans do. Play Money Madness or Triple-Tripler scratch tickets and you could win up to $100,000. Not a winner? Enter your ticket online or scan it in our app, and you could win 2 VIP suite seats to see the Minnesota Timberwolves or the Men's National College Basketball Tournament. Play today at any Iowa Lottery retailer and enter your tickets to see March basketball from the sweet seats.
The holidays are for making memories, and Honda can help you make them. Whether it's hauling presents in a capable Ridgeline, going sledding in an adventurous Pilot, or traveling in a rugged Passport or CR-V. Make memories during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer.
New Hondas are arriving daily at your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details.
Iowa Hawkeye starters being introduced. Hawkeyes go gold today with the script black Iowa across the front and the black numbers. Keys to the game. Jamie, what has to happen for the Hawkeyes to get win number 14?
How is it already there, by the way? That could be a possibility. Well, one is they've won a lot of games. But keys for today, Rob, I think a huge one. You hear me say it all the time, but it really means a lot today. Get the ball inside. And yes, to Monica Sonano, to whoever's playing the post. Hannah Stolke's been playing the 5 sometimes. Get the ball inside, but it could be through the drive. It could be through a cut through the lane. The high percentage shots were so nice against Northwestern, so hopefully Iowa can see that. They shot well from three-point land, but man, they had a lot of points in the paint against Northwestern. 52 to be exact. So that just shows those high percentage points, how they fuel Iowa. Second one, Coach Bluter talked about it, breaking the press and then controlling the tempo after they do it, right? If you can break it and make easy baskets, that's when they're probably going to pull it off. But even if you don't break it easily, realize how much time you have on the clock. Do you, don't feel too rushed, even if there's 12 seconds left. All of those types of things. Just control it yourselves. Don't allow them to control the tempo. And then the last one, be aware of that three. I think getting out on the three immediately, not allowing Penn State to get hot for the three-point line, making sure they know where Marissa is on the three-point line. Those types of things. I do think the three-point line, if they can control that and put some effort out there, that'll help them on the defensive end entirely.
Hawkeyes on the court. Kate Martin, McKenna Warnock, Monica Sonato, Caitlin Clark, and Gabby Marshall. For Penn State, Shea Chesky, Leilani Kapanis, Shania Pinto, McKenna Marissa, the star player for Penn State, averaging 18.5 per contest. And at 6'2", a grad transfer from Temple, Alexa Williamson.
And Monica Sonato, who doesn't have height on people a lot, has height today. It doesn't mean that she can ever out-jump the person or anything like that. That's just what height is. But that's always a good sign that right there, that matchup.
Little smaller lineup for Penn State, but will bring off the bench Janasia Cash at 6'3", and Tania Thompson at 5'11", Allie Brigham at 6'4". So they can go bigger if needed. Ball is in the air, and the tap won by Penn State. Right to left in front of us. Nittany Lions work the ball around the arc. Chesky fakes a three. Now left side to Pinto. And free for a left-handed layup is McKenna Marissa, as she worked hard without the basketball. And the Lady Lions strike first, 2-0. And we have seen games, Jamie, where she has been terrific. And one of those players that can get 30 for you, as just like Jamie talked about in the keys to the game, right inside to Monica Sonato, the lob pass and layup, and we're tied at 2.
That's because Clark and I talked about that beforehand. Just kidding.
She's got that lob pass down, doesn't she? Chesky misfires from three-point range, and the ball tipped out of bounds along the baseline by Iowa. So Penn State will have the basketball. Williamson gets it to Marissa. She fires for three, no. And Kate Martin comes down with the rebound, brings it across the timeline, and tries to thread the needle to McKenna Warnock, and it is knocked away and out of bounds by Marissa. And it will be Iowa basketball along the baseline. We're tied at 2, 1 minute in. Out to McKenna Warnock for three.
Of course. Of course. McKenna Warnock, she's so good at hitting those threes right away in the game to start making Iowa. You just give them a little spark.
And that was a foot or two away from the three-point arc.
It was just a really lofty pass, and she just got it and shot it, and it was almost like you'd see her do it at practice.
Caught it in rhythm from the top of the key. 5-2 in favor of the Hawkeyes. Terrific crowd on a Saturday morning. Kapanis tries to make a move, and a foul will be called underneath, away from the ball by Pinto. 6'1" senior, averaging 6 a game. Transfer from Oregon, her first. And here's the full court pressure that Coach Bluter talked about, that Penn State will apply pretty much 100% of the time. And the Hawkeyes break it easily, get it to Martin, now back out to Warnock for three. Off the left side of the rim, long rebound to Monica Sonato. Hawks another opportunity. Kate Martin on the right wing. Bounce pass inside, Sonato up strong, window, 2 more for Monica Sonato.
That was a great possession by Iowa. What a fabulous possession. They were very patient, but they took really good shots, good passes, moving, cutting. Man, just exactly what you want to see.
7-2 Iowa. Chesky, pull-up jumper just inside the arc from the right wing is good. Transfer from St. Mary's. She's a spot-up three-point shooter.
Yep. Half of her shots are going to come from that three-point line.
And that one just inside the arc, so a long 2. 7-4 in favor of the Hawkeyes. Here's Clark in the paint. Floater from 10. Got the roll.
I really like when Clark has that patience some of these games to just wait for her first shot of the game. She's going to get the points. When she does that, I'm like, oh, I'm feeling real good about Clark today.
When big-time scorers do that, it always works out. It's just making sure you don't force a couple early. Chesky along the baseline. Kicks it to Kapanis, working on the baseline left side. She's doubled. 4 to shoot. Chesky for 3, no. And Warnock the rebound. Good ball reversal by Penn State, but Iowa was there defensively. Inside, Kate Martin tried to shovel a pass from the left side of the lane to the right side of the lane to Sonano. Probably should have gone up with the shot, but knocked away by Penn State. 9-4 Hawkeyes with the lead in the basketball. Clark will inbounds. And Clark spots up for a 3 as she got it back from Gabby Marshall. Caitlin Clark from the right wing with 5, and it's 12-4.
She gives the 3 to the crowd afterwards. I told you, you can tell she was feeling really comfortable waiting for that first shot.
Kapanis can't connect from 3 right wing, but Cash just into the game, gets the long rebound at the elbow. And then Penn State miscommunication, throw it away as Camden
a great defense right there by Gabby Marshall. Gabby Marshall created that turnover for Penn State because she was playing such hard denial, and they thought there was going to be a cut. And that really disrupts things, though, when you can get good hard denial. Something that Gabby Marshall is exceptional at. Iowa basketball. Clark tries to go into Sonano. And a push is going to be called on Janasia Cash. Transfer from SMU, has scored 1,000 career points in her college career. 12-4 Hawkeyes, 6:25 left to go in the first. Hawks will inbounds. Out to Warnock on the right wing. Now Molly Davis just into the game. Gets it to Caitlin Clark. And a bounce pass inside. Easy 2 for Sonano. Baseline pass. Sonano with 6. And timeout, Penn State. That's that Clark effect, though, right? A lot of players wouldn't normally go to double out at the baseline like that, but it's Clark. It's Caitlin Clark. And so when they went to go double on that, that's when Monica Sonano was wide open, and Clark happily shared the ball.
Hey, Monica, going to work early, one of your keys, and she has 6 points. And Carolyn Keeger, 4th-year head coach at Penn State, calls timeout. Iowa up 10, 14-4. Now is your chance to make a difference. Join the Swarm and partner with Iowa's women's basketball program to serve charities in Eastern Iowa. Learn more at iowaswarm.com. That's Iowa Swarm. When corn grows Iowa, Iowans win. Take a closer look and you'll discover the many connections you have to corn, and those connections translate into wins for farmers and wins for all of Iowans. Share your winning moments using hashtag #IowansWin. It's now a full timeout, so we'll take it. 6:13 left to go in the first. Iowa 14, Penn State 4. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
We all love a good win. Catching up with friends, saving money at the pump, soaking up the perfect Iowa day, sitting down to a really, really good meal. These are the everyday delights that make us smile. These are the moments that connect us all as Iowans. And these are the wins that, more often than not, start with Iowa's farm families and the crop they're growing. Because when corn grows Iowa, Iowans win. Learn more about how to share your own wins at iowacorn.org/IowansWin.
When you're in the Eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. And Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. Handling all of your exterior needs from roofing, siding, windows, and gutters, they've got you covered. Providing free damage inspections and help filing insurance claims. Call 319-343-6376.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hawks on top by 10, 14-4 with 8 points in the paint already, 6 out of 7 from the floor. Penn State basketball. Marissa comes off a screen, tried to get down the right side of the lane, stolen away by Gabby Marshall. Into the hands of Molly Davis. Back to Marshall for 3, right wing, got it.
Beautiful. Gabby Marshall is having a great first part of this game on both sides of the court.
And you just kind of feel like her three-point shot has been coming around a little bit the last couple games. Going to have a breakout game soon. You feel it. Kapanis gets it out to Camden. Takes a couple of dribbles on the right wing. Now Marissa. Marshall on her. Fakes a 3. 2 to shoot. Has to create. Pulls up from 15 off the left side of the rim. Martin the weak side rebound. 17-4 Hawkeyes. Martin across the timeline. Drives down the right side. Pulls up her dribble. Now Gabby Marshall. Marissa comes out on her. Back to Martin. Then the ball tipped as she tried to get it cross court. Kapanis has it. She drives. Floater paint and didn't get the roll. And Warnock got the rebound. Molly Davis pushes it to Martin. Inside Stolke. Right-handed layup is good. Nobody running the floor better than Hannah Stolke.
She just makes that dart right away. She knows if she gets down there, Iowa will reward her in some way, and that's a lot of confidence in teammates, but a lot of confidence in Hannah herself from her teammates.
19-4. A Hawkeye explosion here in the first quarter. Still 4:40 left to go. Inside Cash goes up with the left hand on the left block and gets her first basket, averaging 3.7 and 4.9 boards a contest. Backup post player for Penn State. Davis across the timeline. Hands it off to Marshall on the right wing behind the arc. And Cash holding on to Hannah Stolke as she tried to come out to set a screen on the right wing. That's her second. Sonato and Clark back for the Hawkeyes. 19-6 in favor of Iowa. Sonato back, Clark as well.
So Stolke was just playing the 5. You're going to start seeing this because I think they really liked what it looked like. So Stolke was just playing the 5. She'll now move to the 4 because Monica Sonato's in.
And Caitlin Clark wide open on the baseline with a wide open layup. The assist to Monica Sonato.
She was so excited about that pass too. But I mean, she led her perfectly. Clark read it well, released, and went towards the basket. Nobody was there.
Clark with 7. Marissa kicks it back out to Chesky. Takes one dribble. Bounce pass to Williamson, who tried to get it inside. Knocked away by Iowa and out of bounds. Penn State will have the ball. A Fulter comes in for the Hawkeyes for Kate Martin. 21-6. 3:50 left to go in the first quarter.
Iowa is 9 of 10 from the field so far.
Marissa for 3, short right wing. Clark the rebound. Looks to push. Down court pass to Stolke. Up with the left hand. Finishes off the window and a chance for 3.
How is that even possible to see that, let alone make the pass? Stolke, I mean, catches it. It wasn't perfect, but Stolke made it perfect. Finish it. Beautiful. Just, that's it. That's all that was.
And that's the trust, right?
It is. It was so much trust. She threw it. It's a hard pass. That's a really long pass she made. And Stolke made it good.
Free throw. Good. Hannah's been working really hard at that free throw. And starting to see the rewards. Catherine Reynolds been working hard with her. Director of Player Development for the Hawkeyes. Into the paint. Chesky gets it back, and a blocking foul will be called. Stolke tried to take the charge.
I think it was a good try. I'm going to say that. She was almost there. I think she was almost set.
That's her first. 24-6. Hawkeyes. Penn State with the basketball along the baseline. Gets it in. Williamson now gets it out to Chesky. Will set things up in between the circles uses a screen, keeps that left-handed dribble going, then pulls up from the top of the key short. And flying in for the rebound is Thompson, who connects. Transfer from East Carolina. Molly Davis receives the pass down court in the paint, flips it inside to Sonano.
Assist nation happening out here. People are making the most amazing, beautiful passes.
And officials timeout. And a push in transition will be called on Hannah Stolke.
And that's going to be 2 on her because she did just pick up that last one.
So Warnock will come in.
It's funny because I can't picture that happening at all, but I'm okay with it, kind of, because you want Stolke to kind of start to get that aggressiveness, right?
Hawkeyes had 27 assists against Northwestern. Marissa drops it inside. Layup good for Williamson. And the clock stops. Whistle, it might have just got hit in the face inadvertently. Marshall back for Davis, 26-10. Hawkeyes, 2:48 left to go in the first. Hawkeyes will have it, facing full court pressure. Warnock gets it into Caitlin Clark. Clark races across the timeline, flips it right side. Gabby Marshall faked the 3, drives baseline, drops it off for Sydney. A Fulter, 2 for Sydney, and she has her first basket. Terrific assist by Gabby Marshall.
I was just playing so fluid. There's so much nice movement happening, and everyone's willing to make that pass, right? The extra pass to get the good shot, and that's the thing that's making the difference. Why Iowa is 12 of 13 from the field right now.
Unbelievable. Shot almost 60% for the game Wednesday against Northwestern. Here's Thompson, left wing, drives paint, pulls up from 14. That's an air ball. A Fulter catches it out of the air and sends it down court to McKenna Warnock. The catch and the layup.
By the way, Iowa making all of these shots has made it nearly impossible for Penn State to press. Because when you make a shot, you're not going to press. And so being 13 of 14 has killed Penn State on what they want to hang their hats on.
Yeah, and this team, especially when you have a point guard like Caitlin Clark, has been very good against pressure all year. Just haven't seen it a whole lot, but there has been times. Empty possession for Penn State. Clark across the timeline on the right wing. 30-10. The Hawks up by 20 already. And the ball knocked out of bounds by Penn State's Pinto. Away from a Fulter, so Iowa will have it right in front of the Penn State bench. 1:36 left to go in the first. A Fulter. Bounce pass into Warnock, now to Clark. Little step back shot is blocked by Campinas. One-handed pass down court to Chesky just back in the game. She tried to get it inside to Brigham, and it was knocked away by the Hawks. Here's Clark into the front court. Dribbles behind her back. Little step back 15-footer is good. Had one blocked. You knew that was going up.
She's like, not going to happen this time. Don't worry. She's living and learning. That's what Caitlin Clark does.
Clark with 9. Spin move in the paint by Campinas and took an extra step as she lost control of the ball. Iowa basketball.
Iowa has 32 points, and there is 1 minute, 9 seconds to go in the first quarter. This is unheard of. 14 of 16 from the field. Iowa is just putting on a show right now.
The record for team assists in a quarter is 12 against Florida State back in 2017. And now this is a record as Sonano scores. That's 13 assists, an Iowa record for most assists in a quarter.
They have 15 made shots, and 13 of those are assisted. I mean, that is teamwork.
Chesky made a move down the right side of the lane and is fouled from behind by Caitlin Clark as she tried to poke the ball away. 13 assists in the quarter and still 45 seconds left to go. And Iowa all-time record for assists in a quarter.
Well, they've got to be nearing points in a quarter, and we're sitting by the SID, who I'm sure is checking all of these things. He's pretty good about it.
He's had a busy year with records.
He does have a busy year.
First free throw is good by Chesky. She has 3, and it's 34-11 in favor of the Hawkeyes. Second one in the air, got it. And the Hawks throw it away. McKenna Warnock just
how that just happened.
And bounce pass right to Kapanis, and now a three-point basket by Chesky. And Penn State scores 5 in a row. Hawkeyes get it across the timeline. Marshall on the left wing drops it inside to Sonato. Up and under move, could not finish. But McKenna Warnock the rebound, and now the Hawks can hold for one.
If that would have went in, I mean, if that would have went in, it would have just been that cherry on top. But it's still a beautiful, beautiful quarter.
Just about crawled over the right side of the rim. So here's Clark. Step back, 26-footer, short. Long rebound, Warnock. Gets it to Marshall at the buzzer. Just couldn't quite get it to go off the right side of the rim. And that will do it for an exceptional 10 minutes of basketball.
Exceptional. 15 of 20 from the field, 75%. They are 50% from the three-point line. They're 3 of 6 there. 13 assists. They have 10 rebounds as a team compared to Penn State's 4 rebounds as a team. Everything. Every single thing. This was like the quarter. If you're going to look at quarters of where they played amazing, this would be the number one.
And certainly 3 more exciting quarters to go.
I'm exhausted from the
save your energy. Today's game is brought to you by Bud Light. Bud Light proudly welcomes back Hawkeye fans to Carver Hawkeye Arena this year. Bud Light is for the fans. We have played 10 minutes. Iowa 34, Penn State 15. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Probably know that a natural gas leak smells like rotten eggs. But what does a gas leak look or sound like? If you hear a whooshing or hissing sound, see dirt, dust, or water spraying from an area, or you get dizzy or queasy, leave the area immediately, then call 1-800-595-5325 once you're safely away. See MidAmericanEnergy.com for more safety tips.
Paid for by the customers of Mid-American Energy.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
You mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with 0 sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
Another season of women's and men's college sports is underway. Follow your alma mater or favorite team in their pursuit of the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2023 to the winning institutions in all competitive divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
There's numbers for the first quarter that you have to almost do a double take on, as Iowa has 13 assists. That's a school record for assists in a quarter. 2 turnovers, 24 points in the paint.
I'm telling you, they just listen to me. That's what's happening. I'm the one going in and talking about my keys to the game before the game. By the way, can I just say one reason that I enjoyed Kate Martin? She was just joking with the ref when they like blew their whistle to start the quarter. She's like looks at her and she's like, just give it to me. And I was like, I love your attitude, your ability to converse and connect to even the referees.
A lot of smiles out there for the team in gold. Ball was knocked away and out of bounds by Brigham, so Iowa retains possession. Sonato to Martin to Clark for 3. And the rebound down to Pinto. That one skipped off the left side of the iron. And Kapanis and Pinto play catch. And now Chesky will dribble the ball on the right wing. Kapanis in between the circles, reverses it to Pinto. Penn State looking to get inside, but Hawkeye defense says not this time. With 2 on the shot clock. Chesky, a deep desperation 3, no good. Clark the rebound. Really good defense by Iowa to start the second quarter. Clark hands it to Gabby Marshall. Now reverses it to McKenna Warnock. Free throw line extended left. Now Clark wide open 3 left to the top of the key. Splits the net.
You could tell that she wanted to get back on a roll because she missed her last 2. And she took that one, and probably the most controlled I've seen her take a 3. Like, okay, I just need to get back into it. Smart decisions by her.
Able to square up on that one. 37-15. Just about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Marissa, leading scorer for Penn State with just 2 points. 5 to shoot. Kapanis, left wing 3 off the glass. Weak side rebound to Clark. Across the timeline. Keeps that right-handed dribble going. Tried to get a pass inside to Sonano. But the bounce pass was kicked by Penn State and out of bounds. Hawks will have it along the baseline. Clark now is second all-time in 3-point field goals made in Iowa Hawkeye history.
The accolades. Every game. We got to make sure we're checking those record books every single game.
Lob pass inside to Sonano, and the weak side defense is there. Camden picks it off. Marissa comes across the timeline and has it knocked away by Gabby Marshall as she tried to probe the left side of the lane.
Nice tap away by Marshall, because that could have been a layup right there. You know, those little things matter.
And a pass inside, caught by Camden. And then the kick out to Chesky, no good from 3. And Warnock the board to Clark. Down to Sonano. Dribbles, spins, paint, and just a little bit strong.
She's had 2 like really cool moves, and they just haven't went. They're so close.
Kapanis is cut off at the elbow. Kicks it out to Chesky near the timeline for Penn State. 37-15 Iowa. And a whistle away from the ball, and this will go against the Lady Lions. Allie Brigham, the 6'4" junior, transfer from George Washington. That's her first. Iowa basketball.
Penn State will set up in their press, so Iowa's looking to inbound it and easily break it. They broke it every single time. They're in a full court person-to-person right now rather than a zone, which is what you normally see them set up in.
Yeah, the Hawks have had terrific effort in breaking the full court pressure. That's what Coach Bluter wanted to do, is take Penn State out of their strength. Here's Clark, left wing. Kicks it out to Kate Martin for 3. Skipped off the left side of the iron. Long rebound to Marissa. Marissa brings it across the timeline. Gets the ball to Kapanis on the left wing. Now to Chesky in between the circles, and another offensive foul will be called on Penn State off the ball.
And both of those were on the screens. And the first one, it was that she lifted her elbows up as Clark moved through. And then this last one is that she moved her lower body. And this was 2 different players. But yeah, it's huge though. And it's really apparent when Iowa's spread out, because then it makes it easier to spot those things.
Tania Thomas.
I was in the midst of a 2-minute scoring drought, but Penn State also has not scored this quarter at all.
And Clark all the way to the rim. Little hesitation move, and a blocking foul is called on Penn State. Count the basket. Clark at the free throw line.
Ended the drought. Well, at least for Iowa.
Shania Pinto picks up her second. Just a terrific move by Clark on the right side of the floor. Little hesitation about 10 feet away, and then just went up with the right hand, finished, and gets the free throw. 15 for Caitlin Clark to lead the way for the Hawkeyes. 30-second timeout taken by Penn State. That will extend to a full timeout with 6:49 left to go in the second quarter. All Hawkeyes. Iowa leads at 40-15. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from their field.
The holidays are for making memories, and Honda can help you make them. Whether it's hauling presents in a capable Ridgeline, going sledding in an adventurous Pilot, or traveling in a rugged Passport or CR-V. Make memories during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer.
New Hondas are arriving daily at your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details.
At Cenex, we're locally owned and operated, so your community is our community. That's why your Cenex goes far beyond the store. We fuel community connections by supporting local festivals, restoring town monuments, and renovating baseball fields. Now in its 4th year, we'll have contributed more than $400,000 to Cenex communities through our Hometown Pride initiative, because community connections make the places we live so special. Cenex, powered locally.
$15 for Clark, 10 for Sedano, 40-15 Iowa over Penn State. And today's game sponsor is the University of Iowa Healthcare. And no cancer is routine. If you've been diagnosed, you want to be sure your diagnosis is accurate and that you have the most up-to-date treatment plan. Before you begin your cancer treatment, you owe it to yourself and your loved ones to get a second opinion. University of Iowa Holden Comprehensive Cancer Center is ready to provide you with an expert second opinion to ensure that you get the right care from the start. To learn more, visit cancer.uiowa.edu. University of Iowa Healthcare, the game sponsor for Iowa and Penn State. Need to recycle old working refrigerators and deep freezers? Visit MidAmericanEnergy.com. Plus, details for energy-saving tips. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You are listening to Iowa Hawkeye Women's Basketball. Hawkeyes with 26 paint points, 14 assists. Penn State with the basketball.
And yet to score here in the second quarter.
Chesky tries to get it inside to Williamson, and she lost control of the ball along the baseline. Contact with a cameraman. Everybody's okay. The Iowa basketball.
Was okay. I saw him protect that camera like you. It was the funniest thing. He's like, oh gosh, don't jump the camera. It's okay if my body goes down.
Hawks against full court pressure. Molly Davis across the timeline, drives down the right side, and then kicks it off to Hannah Stalkey, who dribbles in, goes up, lost control of it. Might have been knocked away by Brigham. And coast to coast is Marisa, and she goes up strong, and a Hawkeye foul. Warnock, her first.
And Marisa's not getting the ball a lot over in the half-court set, so you could tell that she was really trying to create something for the Lions, and then she did, actually. She at least got to the foul line for them.
And makes the first, just her 3rd point. And 14 against Nebraska. She is 13th all-time on Penn State's scoring list. Second one in and out. Warnock the board. 40-16. 6:15 left to go until halftime. Warnock to Clark, left block. Gets into the paint and then has to kick it back out to Warnock near the timeline. McKenna, couple of dribbles, pulls up, and now to Clark. 7 to shoot. 4 under 6. Clark fires away from 25, short. Stalkey, though, the long rebound. Left wing. Hannah drives in. Shot good. Foul on Penn State for a block.
Stolke is a force. In every way, but I would say the O boards are huge. She really has, filled kind of a gap that Iowa's always been struggling with the O boards, and then just her ability to take one dribble and get to the hoop
and finish.
So efficient. She's so efficient.
Free throw is up and a little bit strong. Penn State with the rebound. Thompson, her first foul. 42-16 Iowa. Penn State with Marisa in between the circles. Hands it off to Thompson down the right side of the lane. And a blocking foul will be called on Hannah Stalkey. That one looked more like a charge than the other one.
Yeah, the first one there, people might have questioned. You heard the crowd go, ooh. This one definitely I would have said is a charge.
3 personals on Hannah Stalky.
Which is unfortunate. She played great D there. That's just a bummer when that happens, because you could tell she was putting extra effort in making sure she moved her feet.
But
it is
something
what it
you
is.
can take away, too, is, hey, I've got 2 fouls.
Yep.
Maybe I'd back off that play.
Yep. Luckily, Iowa's in a situation, though, where there's a lot of different people. You know, now I've kind of figured out
Not
they
as
can do
crucial
different
today.
lineups. Right.
Taylor McCabe into the game. Hawkeyes on top 42-19.
I was thinking Hannah was still in. That's my fault.
Here's McCabe. Top of the key to Davis. Bounce pass to Warnock, 16 feet away from the hoop. Tried to get it inside to Sonato. Ball poked away, that time by Williamson. And Penn State on the move. Marisa at the free throw line. Spins, paint goes off the window, no. And the ball batted around, dug up by Kate Martin. Gets it down to Warnock. Nice catch by McKenna. She puts it on the floor in the paint. Now reverses the ball to McCabe for 3 off the right side of the rim. And a great rebound by Warnock. And then she's pushed to the ground by Kapanis.
She is tough. She is the definition of tough. That is McKenna Warnock. She battles for everything. She knows she's going to get thrown to the floor, and she still doesn't let go of the ball. Just such a tough player.
And has been a rebounding machine today. Rewarded with free throws. Warnock with 6 as she connects on the first. 43-19 Iowa. Second one, perfect. Boy, is she in rhythm or what?
I feel like the second half of the season, she has just really taken another step higher of just being this, I think, a person they can look to. And she wants to be that person.
Camden into the game for Penn State. Chesky drives down the middle of the lane. And the floater is good from 10 feet. A hold called on the Hawkeyes. Warnock's second. Chesky at the line to try to complete the 3-point play. Free throw in the air, got it. She has 10. First player to reach double figures for Penn State. 44-22 Iowa. Sonato in the backcourt. Baseball pass to Taylor McCabe. Hawks reverse the ball to Molly Davis. Free throw line extended left. Outside of the arc. Hesitates, and a hold will be called on Chesky. 5'7" freshman. He's had a good year, averaging 10.7. Marshall and a Fulter back for Iowa. McCabe will sit down, as well as Kate Martin. Molly Davis at the free throw line. Hawks in the bonus. First one good. Molly's first point.
I like the decision to keep bringing Taylor McCabe in earlier, getting him full 2 minutes sooner. I really think you can tell that those players are starting to figure it out and able to not come out there and be scared anymore, right? They're able to come out and contribute.
Taylor McCabe has really been practicing well. So she's made strides. Haven't necessarily played a ton of minutes, but a lot of times it starts in practice first. And the coaching staff has recognized that. Here's Marisa, top of the key. Gets a pass to Camden, 8 to shoot. Marisa kicks it right side. Kapanis, long range 2, no. Warnock another rebound.
Warnock with 8 rebounds already.
And 7 points, so double-double watch. Now Fulter, left baseline. Out to Marshall, holds the ball above her head. Now a Fulter for 3, count it from the left wing.
A very sweet 3, I love it. Fulter took that shot confidently, and those are the things. That's what we're talking about. We want them to start to make those shots and take those shots.
Here's a pull-up jumper, right wing, that is good by Thompson. Thompson with 7 off the Penn State bench. Has the ability to pull up that mid-range jumper. 49-24. Hawkeyes on top, approaching 3 minutes left to go, second quarter. Davis, top of the key. Gets it to Warnock. Holds it at her waist and now sends it to a Fulter, who makes a move along the baseline. Just getting better every time out. Reverses the ball now to Molly Davis for three off the left side of the iron. Rebound to Chesky of Penn State. Across the timeline. Works it to Campanus along the baseline. Goes up. Fouled by Monica Sonano.
And Iowa's kind of slowed down. You haven't seen the fire coming off of all of their fingertips like they did in the first quarter. So it feels like a letdown, but they're still having a good quarter right now. It's 4 of 11 shooting, which isn't exactly good, but it's not horrible.
Hard to keep that pace up ahead.
I don't know
first
if
quarter.
that's going to happen.
Free throw is good by Campanus. That's her first point, been averaging 14.8 in conference play. That is the 4th career made three for Sydney Fulter. Second free throw long into the hands of McKenna Warnock. Another board.
One away from 10.
Clark gets the ball to a Fulter across the timeline. 49-25 Hawkeyes. 4:35 left to go until halftime. Clark will hold it in between the circles. Hawks slow the pace. Campanus on her, now to Sonano. At the free throw line, drops a pass inside to Caitlin Clark, lays it up and in. Boy, those two have been working well.
They have, and they're just cut, like, what a hard cut, but a beautiful pass to make it all work together.
Off the missed three by Chesky, battle for the rebound, tapped out of bounds by Penn State. A.J. Ediger into the game for Sonano. Her first appearance. (51-25). Hawkeyes with the lead and the ball.
Reason Ediger might be in. Oh, beautiful pass, though.
And she missed the layup with the right hand, but ball tapped around and dug up by Marshall on the left wing. Gabby gets it to McKenna Warnock. Warnock, top of the key, bounce pass to Clark, fakes, and then is hit in the face. And a foul is called on Penn State. She just kind of whipped through and took a shot to the face. Campanus her second. Clark will be all right. Just hit in the left eye cheekbone area.
I'm going to tell you, I've been hit in the face by my 3-year-olds and 5-year-olds, and that hurts really bad, and they're 3 and 5. Not on purpose, by the way, but.
Nope, nor was that.
And they're not going to review it. They don't think there was anything.
No, there wasn't. Clark took that hard pivot and tried to wipe through and just caught the arm of Campanus. First free throw, perfect. Caitlin with 18. Has scored in a variety of ways on this Saturday now afternoon. Second one is good. 53-25, 150 left in the second. Marisa averaging 18.4 with just 3 points. Gabby Marshall, terrific job defensively. Here's Thompson, left wing. Out of the free throw line, whips it right side. Dia into the game. Gets it to Marisa along the baseline. Tries to float a pass inside. Knocked away by Iowa. Then recovered by Williamson. And then tied up by the Hawkeyes. And the possession arrow favors Penn State. Here's Addie O'Grady.
That was a good drop down in the help side defense. Clark dropped down, got a hand on the ball. It ended up, she didn't get the full steal, but she did create it. Those tips, those little things, those are so important on the defensive end.
Penn State gets it in to Marisa. Three-pointer no good, left to the top of the key, but the rebound taken down by Penn State. Thompson, she'll pull up from 16 and knock it down. Just 1 foot away from the elbow on the right wing. Thompson with 9. 53-27. Just about a minute left to go. Clark, free throw line extended right. Spins toward the baseline. Now comes back out. She's doubled. And now Clark will set things up. 10 to shoot for the Hawkeyes. Clark at the free throw line and is bumped by Aisha Dia. Dia picks up her first foul. Clark back at the line to shoot two. 53-27, 49.2 left to go in the second. Hawks led 34-15 after one. 20 points now for Caitlin Clark after she connects on the first free throw. Second one, perfect.
While Iowa hasn't scored as many this quarter, they have scored 21. I mean, that's still a good quarter for Iowa, but when you put it up against a quarter where you score 34, it just doesn't feel the same.
But the defense
has been great.
And Chesky does get free there, drives down the right side. Help defense comes over for the Hawkeyes, knocks the ball off of Chesky and out of bounds. Iowa basketball.
And you can tell that Iowa has taken Penn State out of their game. This is not a situation where Penn State's just having a bad game. Iowa has taken them out of what they would traditionally do.
Penn State started 7-0 this year. Clark across the timeline. Bounce pass to a Fulter. Jumper left wing is good. Mid-range jumper for Sydney Fulter, who has 7.
A really nice three before, and then I like that jumper. That's a hard jumper to hit, and Clark getting up those assists. Now she's at 6 assists for the game.
57-27. Sydney had 6 and 2 boards against Northwestern. Baseline jumper no good by Thompson. Weak side board, though, taken by Penn State as Chesky hands it off to Marisa.
For 3 seconds.
Down court to McKenna Warnock with time. And a little bit late. I'm not sure she would have got a shot off, but tried to bounce pass to O'Grady. And the second quarter comes to a close. No shot that time for the Hawkeyes, but what a first couple of quarters for Iowa. Hawkeyes 57, Penn State 29. Win some sweet sweets for the National College Basketball Tournament in Des Moines or a Minnesota Timberwolves game in Minneapolis. Enter non-winning Money Madness or Tripler scratch tickets in the VIP Club. Find more info at ialottery.com. Hawkeye basketball also brought to you by U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless company and official wireless partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Join the national network built by locals for locals. Bud Light halftime show coming up next. Hawkeyes 57, Penn State 29. We'll take a look at the first half stats when we return. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
At Cenex, we're locally owned and operated, so your community is our community. That's why your Cenex goes far beyond the store. We fuel community connections by supporting local festivals, restoring town monuments, and renovating baseball fields. Now in its 4th year, we'll have contributed more than $400,000 to Cenex communities through our Hometown Pride initiative, because community connections make the places we live so special. Cenex, powered locally.
At Mid-American Energy, we want to help keep you safe around power lines and electrical equipment. Always assume a power line is energized, even if it's on the ground. To avoid the risk of an accidental shock or electrocution, avoid touching a power line with anything. And when you see high voltage warnings on transformers and substations, stay away. We care about you and your safety. Get more tips at midamericanenergy.com.
Paid for by the customers of Mid-American Energy.
Time to redo this basement?
Yeah. A home gym, movie theater, model train utopia.
Or yoga studio?
I'm flexible-ish.
Great. I'll just use the U.S. Bank mobile app so we can plan it out.
Which way are you leaning? Setting a savings goal or applying for a home improvement loan?
I say we look at both options, right here in the app.
Budget for a really good home gym. We deserve it.
Noted.
Help for today, planning for tomorrow. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender member FDIC.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
You mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
At Oak Knoll, our mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served Iowa City for more than 55 years. Our team helps residents create home by living our values of caring, respect, enthusiasm, awareness, teamwork, and encouragement. If you're looking at retirement options, visit our website at oakknoll.com. We want you to lead life your way. Go Hawks!
It's time for the halftime show, brought to you by Bud Light. Bud Light proudly welcomes Hawkeye fans to Carver Hawkeye Arena. Many are here today. This year, Bud Light is for the fans. 57-29 Hawkeyes. Iowa led after one at 34-15, outscored Penn State 23-14. The 57 points in a half ties a season high. Hawkeyes scored 57 against Evansville, the second game of the year. And Iowa went on to win that game 115-62. Jamie, how about the individual numbers?
Well, those are just as great. Caitlin Clark already has 21 points. That's right at halftime. 21 points, 7-11 shooting, 2 of 5 from the three-point line, and 5 of 5 from the free throw line. I mean, can't get much better stat line than that. However, you can when you throw in those assists, 6 assists and 3 rebounds for Clark. 10 points coming from Monica Sonano. She's 5 of 7 from the field. And she has 2 rebounds and 2 assists to throw on top of that. 7 points for 3 Hawkeyes, 7 for Warnock, 7 for Stolke, and 7 from a Fulter. Warnock almost getting close to that double-double like we talked about before. She has 9 rebounds already, has 1 assist to add on to that. Hannah Stolke has 1 rebound to throw on top of that, and a Fulter has 2 rebounds and 1 assist already. So Iowa as a team looking very, very strong. Penn State, Chesky has 10, leading the way for Penn State, and Thompson has 9, and then after that, the next highest is going to be Marisa with 5. So Iowa, I mean, leading the way, 62% for the field, 39% from three-point line, and 91% from the free throw line. So fabulous statistics. And here's the things that I think are the most important that you're seeing from Iowa today. 16 points from the bench, 14 points coming from fast breaks, which has meant that they are doing a great job handling the press and also pushing it when they have opportunities. And of course, we'll talk about points in the paint, but 30 points in the paint. It's a beautiful game so far.
And 17 assists to 5 turnovers. Caitlin Clark with 6 assists, no turns. 57-29, Hawkeyes in command on the Bud Light halftime show. Back with more after the break. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skoglund Realty, the area's premier realtor. And Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. The Hotel Kirkwood, named the Corridor Business Journal's 2022 Best Banquet and Event Venue. And awarded the AAA 4 Diamond Award for lodging. To make reservations, visit thehotelatKirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111 for more information.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with 0 sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
Basketball players don't always get a second chance. But now with the Iowa Lottery, basketball fans do. Play Money Madness or Tripler Scratch tickets and you could win up to $100,000. Not a winner? Enter your ticket online or scan it in our app and you could win 2 VIP suite seats to see the Minnesota Timberwolves or the Men's National College Basketball Tournament. Play today at any Iowa Lottery retailer and enter your tickets to see March basketball from the suite seats.
Running a business is a lot of work. Luckily, I've got a great partner.
Oh, I think you...
I meant U.S. Bank.
I knew that.
U.S. Bank Business Essentials is a huge help to us.
Totally. Their comprehensive point-of-sale system does it all. Tracks inventory, manages schedules, customizes orders.
Plus all the regular banking stuff.
If only it could make coffee.
Nah, that's your job.
From point of sale to quick loans, we have many ways to make your business boom. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Iowa. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Welcome back to Carver Hawkeye Arena. We are at the half, and I'm pleased to be joined by Dr. Umar Farouk, an oncologist, also the medical director of the Outpatient Cancer Services at the Holden Comprehensive Cancer Center. And Doctor, appreciate you joining me at halftime here of the basketball game, Iowa and Penn State. And just wanted to bring people up to date about what's kind of going on at the University of Iowa and advances as far as research in cancer. What has kind of been the hot topic for you, and what's been exciting for you about advances in some of the research?
Thank you. So, very good question. What I'm most excited about is the cellular immunotherapies, such as CAR T cells. These have shown very high responses and efficacy in patients with relapsed lymphoma, relapsed multiple myeloma, and relapsed leukemias. And these patients had failed conventional chemotherapies and had very limited treatment options. Based on these high efficacy of CAR T cells, these have been approved by FDA for these cancers. And University of Iowa Holden Comprehensive Cancer Center has been involved in CAR T cell clinical trials from the very start. And our patients have contributed to this research. And University of Iowa is currently offering all FDA-approved CAR T cell therapies. I think the next step is to investigate if CAR T cells could do similar job for solid malignancies such as lung cancer, melanoma, ovarian cancer, breast cancer, colon cancer. And there's an exponential growth of clinical trials with CAR T cells for these cancers. Holden Comprehensive Cancer Center is working to make sure we have all the promising clinical trials with cellular immunotherapies available for our patients. And in terms of FDA approval for cellular therapy for solid malignancy, I'm expecting it may be approved for melanoma this year. And I think that would be the first approval for solid malignancy with CAR T cells. But exciting technology.
Yeah, that's great news. If someone is newly diagnosed, what's the best advice that you could give them?
I recommend everyone newly diagnosed with cancer that they should consider a second opinion. This is for additional review of biopsy by our pathologist, review of imaging by our radiologist, and review of management plan with an oncologist with expertise in that specific cancer. This helps patients to learn about all the treatment modalities that might be available, especially the clinical trial options.
You find some people that apprehensive about getting a second opinion, some misconceptions out there?
Yeah, one thing I hear about often is that patients think that when they were diagnosed, they don't have enough time to get a second opinion before starting treatment. But I think in reality, it is one of the most important things you can do. Extra testing, pathology review, radiology review leads to a correct diagnosis, correct treatment from the start. And we work very closely in partnership with all of our local oncologists in our community in the state of Iowa and in our surrounding area to help facilitate this process. And if urgent treatment is necessary, you can always obtain, you start the treatment, but obtain a second opinion even after starting the treatment. And it is even more important to consider second opinion if the cancer has recurred and you want to, at this point, you want to explore clinical trial options even more.
More information. Where's the best place for people to get that?
I think the best place is that people can go to uihc.org/cancer to learn more about this.
Doctor, appreciate your time. Great stuff.
Thank you.
Back to Carver Hawkeye Arena after the break. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. At
At Cenex, we're locally owned and operated, so your community is our community. That's why your Cenex goes far beyond the store. We fuel community connections by supporting local festivals, restoring town monuments, and renovating baseball fields. Now in its 4th year, we'll have contributed more than $400,000 to Cenex communities through our Hometown Pride initiative, because community connections make the places we live so special. Cenex, powered locally.
The holidays are for making memories, and Honda can help you make them. Whether it's hauling presents in a capable Ridgeline, going sledding in an adventurous Pilot, or traveling in a rugged Passport or CR-V. Make memories during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer.
New Hondas are arriving daily at your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
Welcome back to the Bud Light Halftime Show, all Iowa, as the Hawkeyes lead at 57-29. Put your trust in a bank that's been focused on serving the people and businesses in Iowa and all across the country since 1863. That's U.S. Bank. Stop by your local branch or log on today. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. 3 other games in the Big Ten today. Michigan State is at number 17, Michigan. Nebraska hosts number 3, Ohio State at 17-0. And Purdue is at Northwestern. We'll be back with the 3rd quarter after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Time to redo this basement?
Yeah. A home gym, movie theater, model train utopia.
Or yoga studio?
I'm flexible-ish.
Great. I'll just use the U.S. Bank mobile app so we can plan it out.
Which way are you leaning? Setting a savings goal or applying for a home improvement loan?
I say we look at both options, right here in the app.
Budget for a really good home gym. We deserve it.
Noted.
Help for today, planning for tomorrow. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When you're in the Eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, the Jill Armstrong team, Wisconsin Realty, the area's premier realtor, and Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. Jill Armstrong and her team strive to make every buyer and seller at ease with the real estate process. Contact the Jill Armstrong team, Wisconsin Realty, for all of your real estate needs. Call 319-631-5455.
The holidays are for making memories, and Honda can help you make them. Whether it's hauling presents in a capable Ridgeline, going sledding in an adventurous Pilot, or traveling in a rugged Passport or CR-V. Make memories during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer.
New Hondas are arriving daily at your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hawks with the first possession of the 3rd quarter get it inside to Monica Sonato. She is fouled by Williamson and knocks down a couple of free throws. So Iowa strikes first here in the 3rd quarter, 59-29. Welcome back courtside, Carver Hawkeye Arena. Rob Brooks, Jamie Lang, bringing you Iowa Hawkeye basketball. And a turnover by Northwestern. At Penn State as turnover for the Lady Lions, and Sonato down on the left block once again turns toward the middle and is fouled by Anna Camden. Penn State starting the third quarter with a little extra size in there.
And I love that pass across. It was really nicely placed by Clark. Not an easy pass this night. It was across the lane versus coming from the wing and in. But still, I love that she's looking inside at all times.
Sonato converts the first. Second free throw, perfect. So all Monica Sonato at the free throw line for the scoring in the early going quarter number 3, 61-29.
And Sonato had went pretty silent, though, after that first quarter. And so it's good to see her come out right away and get some points.
Marisa can't convert on the drive down the right side of the lane. Weak side rebound taken down by Gabby Marshall. Pushes it to Kate Martin, who tried to get a bounce pass down to Warnock, and it's picked off. And then a down court pass by Penn State is batted out of bounds by Kate Martin.
Just a little bit extra effort there. She really had to reach for it, but that, again, eliminated the opportunity for an easy shot for Penn State.
And Penn State tried to run a play to get the ball to Marisa, and it was defended well by the Hawkeyes in the paint and off the left hand of Marisa and out of bounds. Iowa basketball. 4 free throws by Monica Sonato, the scoring in the third quarter. 61-29. Here's Clark in between the circles, had 21 in the first half. Cross-court pass to Warnock, makes a move in the paint, drops it off for Sonato, goes up strong off the window. Monica Sonato with 16.
That's a fancy bounce pass right there. Again, she's like wrapping around to do a bounce pass. That's not easy, but makes it look easy. And Sonato with the finish.
Chesky, pull-up medium range jumper, left to the paint, no good. Rebound Hawkeyes, down court pass. Easy two for McKenna Warnock, who beat everybody down the floor.
Warnock on the fly.
And was that Sonato on the feed? And Penn State, a quick timeout at the start of the third quarter. Iowa 65, Penn State 29. Molly's Cupcakes is proudly serving their cookies and treats inside Kinnick Stadium and also Carver Hawkeye Arena. For a taste of unique flavors you'll love, stop by their downtown Iowa City location for homemade cupcakes, cookies, cakes, bars, and coffee drinks. Molly's Cupcakes, a proud sponsor of the Iowa Hawkeyes. 8:19 left to go in the third quarter. Iowa 65, Penn State 29. Looking for victory number 14 on the year. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
At Oak Knoll, our mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served Iowa City for more than 55 years. Our team helps residents create home by living our values of caring, respect, enthusiasm, awareness, teamwork, and encouragement. If you're looking at retirement options, visit our website at oakknoll.com. We want you to lead life your way. Go Hawks!
Running a business is a lot of work. Luckily, I've got a great partner.
Oh, I think you...
I meant U.S. Bank.
I knew that.
U.S. Bank Business Essentials is a huge help to us.
Totally. Their comprehensive point-of-sale system does it all. Tracks inventory, manages schedules, customizes orders.
Plus all the regular banking stuff.
If only it could make coffee.
Nah, that's your job.
From point of sale to quick loans, we have many ways to make your business boom. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. And Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. Handling all of your exterior needs from roofing, siding, windows, and gutters. They've got you covered. Providing free damage inspections and help filing insurance claims. Call 319-343-6376.
Hawkeyes lead it 65-29, 36, the big lead of the afternoon.
And
Monica Sonato was 6 in the quarter.
Iowa started out 8-0 in the quarter. So Penn State yet to score 8-18 in.
And Penn State held to 15 in the first, 14 in the second. Lady Lions with the basketball. Kapanis on the right wing, dribbles between her legs, gets to the paint, shot up, and no good with the left hand. Hawkeye foul. That'll be Sonato's second.
And really no Hawkeyes in foul trouble today other than Hannah Stolke with 3.
First free throw good by Kapanis. Penn State now 7 of 9 from the free throw line, just 1 of 13 from three-point range. And that's a team that shoots them at 36% on the year. Second free throw good. 65-31. Martin along the baseline, kicks it out right side. Gabby Marshall short on the 3. Rebound taken down by Janasia Cash into the game. Kapanis across the timeline. Has it poked away by Gabby Marshall into the hands of Caitlin Clark. Clark to Marshall and swatted away from behind by Kapanis. Out of bounds, Iowa basketball.
But I love that intensity that you're still seeing here. Iowa has a huge lead, but they're still coming aggressive. They're still coming out there. They're trying to get these steals, and that's what you want to see right now.
Warnock inside, pump fake, layup, good. Beautiful assist from Caitlin Clark.
Simple. She made it look very simple because she waited for the play to happen.
Hawks have done a good job moving without the ball. Chesky for 3, right wing, got it. Chesky with 13. One of the few times she was left open. Hawks into the offensive zone. Lob pass into Sonato. She goes up and is bumped. Cash tried to front her, and a terrific lob pass from Clark. And then the push from behind. That is Cash with her 3rd personal foul. Camden comes back for Penn State. So Monica Sonato, 2 shots. First one is good. Sonato 5 out of 5 from the free throw line. Looking for her 18th point. There it is.
Sonato did not score in the second quarter. She had 10 in the first, didn't score in the second, and I'm sure that was, again, emphasis at halftime. Get the ball inside. We got to get it into her. It worked really great in the first quarter.
Under 7, third quarter, 69-34 Iowa. Hawks will return this game. Three-pointer no good. Chesky, long rebound into the hands of Kapanis. Hands it off to Chesky, and Penn State will reset. Chesky in between the circles. Keeps that left-handed dribble going. Now free throw line extended left. Hands to Marisa. She drives, paint, pulls, 14, no. And Gabby Marshall with the rebound. And the Hawks will slow the pace a little bit. And why not with a big-time lead. Inside, Sonato. A little bit strong on the layup in the paint. Marisa with the basketball into the front court for Penn State. Sends it right side. Three-pointer Camden, no. And Hawkeyes lost the rebound along the baseline, out of bounds. Penn State basketball. Molly Davis for Marshall. Hannah Stolke also in for Sonato. Really good quarter for Monica. And an errant bounce pass in the paint. Picked off by Hannah Stolke. Coast to coast, goes up left-handed layup. Good over Cash.
Well, right there, if you were wondering if Hannah Stolke was fast, you got to see a foot race just happen. And you saw her get an inch each step, or a couple of inches, right? Man, she's fast.
Don't let her hang around the Iowa indoor track facility. Somebody might say, hey.
Oh, wow.
Become a track
that was
star
fun
in Iowa
to watch,
too.
though.
Here's Clark, pulls up, deep
yeah.
three. Caitlin Clark with 24.
She's taking such smart threes today. I really am enjoying watching her shot selection.
That was a transition 3, wide open, 74-34. All Hawkeyes. Led 34-15 after one. Here's Capitas, drives down the left side of the lane. Left-handed shot, no. And an Iowa foul. Is that going to be Anna Stolke's fourth?
It is.
McCabe for Clark.
It looks like they're going to keep Stolke in there for a little bit.
Well, she hasn't played much.
And this is going to be, I mean, it's a learning moment for her. Hopefully she doesn't foul out. They have the space right now that this is a good time for her to practice playing with four. Why not?
Capitas misfires on the first free throw. Second one, good. She has 5. Ediger into the game.
Oh, they're not going to let her. I think they should let her play.
A Fulter as well. So it's a Fulter, McCabe, Davis, Warnock, and Ediger. So only one starter on the floor for Iowa. A Fulter from the left wing all the way to the basket. Right-handed layup is good on the left side. She has 9. Nice read that time.
A great game for Fulter. Really, this has been a really fun game to watch her play.
And has been playing very, very well. Nice pass inside. Layup good by Williamson. 76-37. Penn State still a little bit of token three-quarters court pressure, but Hawkeyes certainly in no hurry. Davis, a Fulter, whips the ball in the corner to Warnock, and she tries to make a move and is bumped. And a foul will be called on Penn State.
It might just call that she stepped on the line. I'm trying to... Oh, you have to call a turnover on Warnock, so they're saying she stepped on the line first.
Okay, so stepped on the line, and then she was bumped. She tried to make a move. So it'll be Penn State basketball when we come back. 4:23 left to go in the third quarter. Iowa 76, Penn State 37. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
The holidays are for making memories, and Honda can help you make them. Whether it's hauling presents in a capable Ridgeline, going sledding in an adventurous Pilot, or traveling in a rugged Passport or CR-V. Make memories during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer.
New Hondas are arriving daily at your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
We all love a good win. Catching up with friends, saving money at the pump, soaking up the perfect Iowa day, sitting down to a really, really good meal. These are the everyday delights that make us smile. These are the moments that connect us all as Iowans. And these are the wins that, more often than not, start with Iowa's farm families and the crop they're growing. Because when corn grows Iowa, Iowans win. Learn more about how to share your own wins at iowacorn.org/IowansWin.
$12,436 the attendance this afternoon. Another terrific crowd, as they have been all season long. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, locally owned and operated, and voted best of the area for the 10th consecutive year, proudly supports Iowa women's basketball. Trust Dodge Street Tire for honest auto repair and the best deals on Goodyear and Toyo tires. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, celebrating over 30 good years on the corner of Dodge and Church Streets. 76-37. Hawkeyes with the lead. Penn State with the basketball. Williamson sends it inside to Capitas. She goes up on the right block. And a Fulter commits her first personal. So Kapanis back to the free throw line. Player that finishes strong in the paint. Likes to drive. Does a good job to get to the free throw line and has 6 points after she makes the first.
Penn State has just one player in double figures right now. I mean, they are 13 of 37 from the field. Just don't have the points. They're not able to score. 35% from the field, 12% from three-point line.
Chesky has 13. Penn State did not shoot the ball well at all against Nebraska. Lost that one 80-51. It has continued today. Davis in the paint, kicks it back out. McCabe for three, a little bit short. Ball tapped around. Ediger kicks it out to a Fulter. Now back to AJ, creates some space, goes up strong and finishes.
I love that she just stood there, regained her ground, and then put it up, right? She took that time rather than forcing up a bad shot.
78-39. 3:32 left to go in the third. Chesky working the baseline, kicks it right side. Here's a jumper that won't go, but the rebound comes right back to Thompson after she missed it, and then gets caught on the baseline and is called for traveling. Just really nowhere to go as she was double teamed. Shatia Wettering into the game for the Hawks. Brigham, 6'4" junior for Penn State, back on. 78-39. Davis working the point guard duties for the Hawkeyes. Gets it to Shatia Wettering, who lost control of the ball. Kapanis took it away from her. And then Shatia with the foul in the backcourt.
This is a game right now where, I mean, both teams are still trying really hard, and that's making it still fun to watch. But that's also where players need to be smart at the end of the game. Like, be smart. Like, Penn State's probably a little frustrated. So be, make sure you're making good decisions. And know that they are probably frustrated, like you would be in the same scenario.
But still play strong with the ball.
Still play strong, yes. Just know that they're going to be a little bit more aggressive than you are right now.
And a pass inside to Cash. And a push from behind on AJ Ediger. Her first, as Marisa comes back with just 5 points. One of the top point guards, certainly in the Big Ten.
And she's had the ball. She's had opportunities. She's 2 of 10 today for shooting, and 0 for 3 from the three-point line.
Clark, Marshall, Sonano back for the Hawkeyes with 2:51 left to go. Third quarter, 78-39. Cash at the free throw line. MSU transfer makes the first. Climbed over the front of the rim. Clark is now over 600 assists for her career. 13th player in the Big Ten ever to accomplish that. And the first Hawkeye since Kathleen Doyle.
It's an amazing feat.
Cash makes the second. She has 4. And here's Wettering for 3. Got it to go from the left wing.
There's a nice, beautiful arch on that shot.
Shatia Wettering. (81-41). Hawks by 40. Wettering from Montezuma. Montezuma had an outstanding high school career. And a whistle underneath.
Montezuma, when I was at English Valleys, that was in our conference.
Right.
So familiar actually with that area.
Yep. Had a chance to call a high school game that Shatia Wettering played in. Second foul on Clark. Free throws for Anna Camden. First one is good. Camden's first point. In business, Mid-American Energy can help you save energy and add to your bottom line. Visit midamericanenergy.com to learn more. Second one is also good. Hawkeyes race down the court. And now we'll set things up. Clark with just a three-pointer since halftime, but does have 24. Wettering, bounce pass inside to Sonano, and she is held from behind by Allie Brigham. That's 2 on the backup center for Penn State.
And if that foul hadn't been called, Sonata did a great job of sealing for the low side, so she would have been able to take a nice drop set.
Ball possession for the Hawkeyes. Whip it out to Marshall in between the circles. 81-43. Clark a deep 3 left wing, just short. It was on line, and a fight for the rebound. Dug up by Campanus of Penn State. Across the timeline, keeps that right-handed dribble going, and then gets the pass to bring him along the baseline. Now back to Campanus. Shatia Wettering on her, uses a screen to get into the paint, loses control of the ball, and then tried to get it out, and it's stolen away by Gabby Marshall. Flips it off to Clark. Into the paint, hands it off to Warnock in traffic, knocked away, but McKenna able to grab it in the corner, and then is pushed by Thompson.
I like the attacking and right there. I was really cool. It was almost like you just saw people fluidly moving together without talking, though, right? They knew where each person was going, where they were cutting, and it was obviously not a planned play at all.
Hawks in the bonus. Warnock at the free throw line. McKenna's first is short. Looked like that just slipped out of her hand. Warnock with 11 and now 12.
And Penn State at over 3 minutes without a field goal.
Warnock still with 9 rebounds.
Warnock does. She's just teetering right there.
12 and 9, looking for a double-double. 82-43, 133 third quarter. Marisa comes off a screen, top of the key, angles right side. Hawkeyes do a good job on her defensively, and then gets it into the corner for a three-point shot that is no good by Pinto. Clark racing down the court, short jumper, paint no. Rebound taken down by Pinto of Penn State. Chesky. Now she'll pull from 18 and drill it. Off the dribble. She has 15. Hawkeyes quickly down court, but now will pull it back out. Slow the pace. Caitlin Clark out near the timeline. Bounce pass to Warnock at the free throw line. Turnaround shot, in and out. I think she was kind of surprised she was that wide open. 82-45, 35 seconds left to go in the third. Marisa, jumper right wing, no. Long rebound, Pinto drives in, charge is called on Penn State. Then Caitlin Clark taking that charge.
She did a great job, I think. Especially with there's a lot of back and forth going on, a lot of pushing, a lot of shoving. I told you, Penn State is going to keep on fighting. But, yeah, I like the decision that she just stood there.
82-45. Hawkeyes can pretty much hold for the last shot, just tenths of a second difference in the shot and game clock. Clark on the eye of the Tiger Hawk near midcourt. Goes to Warnock, top of the circle, and drives down and couldn't get the shot to go, but will shoot a pair.
The collective sigh on that one. There'll still be 4 seconds on the clock, so I will just want to make sure and not allow for a deep pass.
Brigham her third. Marisa back. Molly Davis for Clark, and 2 shots for McKenna Warnock. Connects on the first one. Warnock shooting over 44% from three-point range this year. Had 10 and 8 last time out. A little bit strong on this attempt. Penn State with the rebound, and the half-court shot is after the end of the quarter, but just about went in.
I know, you got to, even when they don't, it's after, I'm like, I still got to watch it.
You do. Campanus had a pretty good look and plenty of strength, just a little bit strong off the window and off the front of the iron, and that'll do it for 3 quarters of basketball. Hawkeyes cruising along, 83-45. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Probably know that a natural gas leak smells like rotten eggs. But what does a gas leak look or sound like? If you hear a whooshing or hissing sound, see dirt, dust, or water spraying from an area, or you get dizzy or queasy, leave the area immediately, then call 1-800-595-5325 once you're safely away. See MidAmericanEnergy.com for more safety tips.
Paid for by the customers of Mid-American Energy.
At Cenex, we're locally owned and operated, so your community is our community. That's why your Cenex goes far beyond the store. We fuel community connections by supporting local festivals, restoring town monuments, and renovating baseball fields. Now in its 4th year, we'll have contributed more than $400,000 to Cenex communities through our Hometown Pride initiative, because community connections make the places we live so special. Cenex, powered locally.
The holidays are for making memories, and Honda can help you make them. Whether it's hauling presents in a capable Ridgeline, going sledding in an adventurous Pilot, or traveling in a rugged Passport or CRV. Make memories during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer.
New Hondas are arriving daily at your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details.
Sydney Fulter, 9 points on 4 of 4 from the floor. Made her only 3-point attempt. And that is her 4th career 3. And the 9 points, a career high for the Hawkeye sophomore guard out of Chicago.
She's getting a lot of minutes today. Fulter has 11 minutes right now. Likely to get probably at least 5 more, you think, here in the 4th quarter. So getting some good time out on the court. I mean, Hannah Stolke has been on the court for 5 minutes, 33 seconds due to foul trouble. And she has 9 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. I just, coming off the bench, the bench is going to be a point that's how you get to that next level, is having people that can come in and support.
And the bench play has been getting better and better each week for the Hawkeyes. Marisa for 3, short. Missed that one from the top of the key. Ball falls into the hands of Molly Davis. Hawkeyes with 25 bench points. 83-45. Hawkeyes have led for 29 minutes. Here's Warnock. Bounce pass inside. Sonato goes up off the window, and it's 20 for Monica Sonato. Great assist, McKenna Warnock. Capitas drives all the way to the basket and lays it up and in. Iowa with the foul. That'll go against Kate Martin.
Such good ball movement on the offensive end. Today has been the past 2 days, or past 2 games, really good with just taking the right shots. It's not that they're the best shooters in the world, because they also are going to miss some, but I think they take really good shots.
Free throw no good. Both teams go after the ball. Kate Martin flies to it, as does Molly Davis.
Sure, might have knocked the wind out of her. Or hurt her hip.
Took a hard fall. So hopefully Kate's
But you knew
okay.
she was going to.
Yeah.
Of all the places, I was almost like, don't do it. It's not worth it, Kate. But she did it.
That's the way she plays.
I know.
All out, all the time.
I know.
85-47. 1 minute into the 4th quarter. Hawkeye basketball. Marshall to Sonato. Shot from the elbow, no. And the ball goes out of bounds. Touch last by the Hawkeyes, but we also have a push. That'll be Marisa with just her first foul.
So that's going to be due to a box out. Iowa just getting in there, trying to get those offensive rebounds, drawing a foul.
Clark and O'Grady back for the Hawkeyes. Hawks get it in. Here's Clark probing around on the right side of the court and then tried to get a pass inside to O'Grady, who shoved to the floor.
Clark is 2 assists away from a double-double. Not on triple-double watch today, but we are on double-double watch for her. We're also on double-double watch for McKenna Warnock, who has 9 rebounds, 13 points.
And in the ballgame, Thompson back for Penn State. Bring them another foul. Hawkeyes get it in. A Fulter short baseline jumper is short. Into the hands of Chesky of Penn State. 85-47 Hawkeyes. Inside, scoop shot is up and good from the left block. And a chance for a 3-point play. Campanus with 11. And Warnock, her 3rd personal. So Campanus with 11. Had 1 at the half. So she's been much of the scoring for Penn State as she drills the free throw and has 12. 85-50. Down court pass to Clark along the baseline. Kicks it out to Sydney Fulter. He dribbles in between the circles. Now back to Clark, left wing. She drives, spins paint, goes up, finishes, and is fouled.
I was surprised by that. I thought she was going to kick it out, and I think everybody thought she was going to kick it out, and did kind of a rotation with their body just to get around the defender and just laid it in. About 5 feet away from the basket.
Swished it through and gets the free throw. 27 for Clark. She had 21 at the half. Obviously her offense not really needed all that much here.
Nope, definitely not needed as much.
After the Hawks led 57-29 at intermission. 88-50 right now. Approaching 8 minutes left to go in the game. A couple of road games next week for Iowa. So an important victory as the drive-in layup is missed by Thompson. And then we have a whistle underneath on the rebound. It's going to be on Chesky.
So the Penn State has 4 fouls, which means if any other foul after this, Iowa will go to the free throw line. And we're at just 8 minutes to go here in the 4th, so might see some free throws being taken.
Clark hesitates, gets into the paint, looks for some help, gets it out to Molly Davis. Davis now kicks it out to a Fulter for 3. Swishes it from the right wing.
Sharing the ball like no other.
And how about 2 threes from Sydney Fulter?
Sydney Fulter is having a fabulous game.
91-50 charge on Camden against Molly Davis. Camden with 4.
And we haven't talked a lot about Molly Davis today, but that pass just came from Molly Davis. She kicked that out. She doesn't have much for a stat line today, but when she's been in, I think she's been effective. She's not, I don't think she cares if she's the star as long as they're getting the win, and she still is contributing. And that means a lot when you have players like that.
Well, plus 16 in the plus minus category.
She's been positive when she's in there. She's helping. She's not the one getting the stat line, but she's there and she's contributing in a positive way.
Clark whips the pass across court, corner 3-pointer for McKenna Warnock.
She just makes me smile so much when I see her shoot those threes.
Yeah, because they mostly go in.
They do.
Here's a drive-in spin shot up by Campanus, no good. And Warnock gets the rebound. There's a double-double. Clark.
Been waiting for it.
Tried to get it to O'Grady in transition.
Well, and Clark's now 1 away with. She needs 1 more assist to get to a double-double.
And was looking for that.
She was. You can tell she's strategic. I mean, she wants the double-double, and not just because of the stat itself. I think, truthfully, she wants to become she wants to be the player that is a fabulous passer and a fabulous scorer.
Well, 14 assists against Northwestern on Wednesday night.
Have I used the word fabulous too much today, or do we think just the right amount?
Let's go with the right amount.
Okay.
Hawks tried to get it inbounds, and it's stolen away by Chesky. She drives in, and a charge before the shot taken by Taylor McCabe. Chesky her 4th personal. 94-50. Last time the Hawkeyes went over 100.
To a block because she was inside the circle, I think. Which I've never seen them change it like that.
Okay, so that'll go against Taylor McCabe then. The charge was the call initially.
And he's saying that McCabe was inside the circle, which that's what it's there for. And so the ref underneath is saying she was too far under. So now there will be free throws.
So then the basket did go in.
Yep.
So Chesky with the left-handed layup with 17.
If this was a closer game, I think Coach Blitter probably would have been more, she probably would have
what are you gonna do?
Made them review it and do that, and she's not going to have them do that right now.
Free throw good. Freshman Shea Chesky with 18. Hawks bring it into the front court. 94-53. Here's Clark in between the circles. Uses an O'Grady screen and then whips a pass into Addie, who goes up and is fouled from behind. As Caitlin Clark looking for that assist.
We're all just waiting for that one assist. Hannah Stolke's in too. I mean, maybe she'll get a full court pass.
So Grady at the free throw line to shoot 2. Gives us a chance to pause 10 seconds for station ID. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield. O'Grady connects on the first free throw. Addie perfect on the second. Her first 2 points, and Sharon Goodman into the game for the Hawks.
And Iowa's bench now at 30 points. They've contributed 30 points at 30 of the 96. That's about 30%.
Hawkeyes scored 102 at Wisconsin in that 102-71 victory back on December the 4th. Jumper in the paint. Good by Kapanis. She has 14. Stolke catches the ball on the baseline and goes up in traffic and is held.
Again, the assist doesn't go. You don't get an assist, though, on a foul. It's nice that they go to the free throw line, but you don't get the assist.
And we're looking for assists and rebounds to get double-doubles.
Who's in there who can we have shoot a 3? Maybe we go for the 3-pointer.
Thompson, her 3rd. Stolke free throw in and out.
And I will tell you, I feel for Hannah Stolke when you can tell she gets frustrated about her free throws.
And this one rattles around and goes in. But she's been working hard.
Right, and I don't think it's due to a lack of effort. I think, she'll get there.
3-pointer is up and no good. Missed by Camden. Stolke does have 10 points. 97-55. Here's Clark across the timeline. Now to McCabe. Back to Clark. Now McCabe eyes a 3. No good from the right wing. Stolke the rebound and another foul on Chesky.
So many fouls.
If I'm Penn State, I want to get to the airport. Let's not foul. Get out of town.
I mean, there's a lot of fouls. A lot of fouls because we still have 5.5 minutes to go here in the 4th. That's the thing. There's still 5.5 minutes, and every foul that Penn State commits, doesn't matter if it's shooting or not, Iowa will go to the free throw line.
Hawks in the bonus. Stolke makes the first. She has 11. Second one, a little bit strong. Chesky the rebound. Picked up her 4th foul. Drives down the left side. Now kicks it out. Marisa still stuck on 5 points. Leading scorer for Penn State. Into the paint. Kapanis turnaround jumper, no. And Clark the rebound. Across the timeline. Looking for that assist. And looking inside hard goes to Sharon Goodman. And she goes up and has it blocked by Camden. Down court pass. Kapanis goes up on the left side, and a foul will be called on the Hawkeyes. Caitlin Clark. And we've got an under 5 timeout with 4:56 left to go. Hawkeyes 2 away from 100, 98-55. We'll be back to Carver Hawkeye Arena after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
At Oak Knoll, our mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served Iowa City for more than 55 years. Our team helps residents create home by living our values of caring, respect, enthusiasm, awareness, teamwork, and encouragement. If you're looking at retirement options, visit our website at oakknoll.com. We want you to lead life your way. Go Hawks!
4:56 left to go in the ball game. Hawkeyes 98, Penn State 55. Attention, all Hawkeye fans who buy your own health insurance. Wellmark is on your side and on the health insurance marketplace. Let's give it up for plans you can afford. The freedom to go to almost any doctor in Iowa and free virtual care. Check out wellmark.com/swish to compare plans. Well, the Hawkeyes on the road next week. Wednesday night at Michigan State. That's a 6:01 Central tip. And then on the 23rd of January, a Monday night contest at Ohio State, who comes into today's action 17-0.
They are a good team. I think Iowa has been building though and is ready for that type of battle. Like I feel like this has been some great. If you're going to want anything leading into that battle, this is what you'd want.
This will be 3 straight outstanding games for the Hawkeyes. It's from a consistency standpoint, and Hawks going for 9 out of their last 10 in the victory column. So Kapanis back at the free throw line. Makes the first. She has 15. 8 out of 11 from the stripe. Second one, no good. Offensive rebound into the hands of Pinto. Kicks it back out to Marisa. Jumper straight away, no good from 17. And the rebound taken down by Sharon Goodman. Clark across the timeline. An assist away from a double-double. Lobs it into Goodman. She goes up strong and finishes.
Bluter goes right to the bench. She's like, all right, okay. Let's get that girl
Sigh of
out
relief.
there.
And Sharon Goodman, nice move to get her first basket. And 100 on the board for the Hawkeyes. All the way to the rim. Went around the defense. Kapanis with 17. She's been averaging almost 15 in conference play. Wettering. Now back to Clark, drives, drops it off for Goodman, goes up, no. Sharon gets her own rebound and then kicks it out to McCabe for 3.
Oh, in.
No good, but weak side board, Clark. And Caitlin pulls it back out in between the circles. Marisa comes out on her, 158. Drives down the left side of the lane, kicks it right side, Shatia Wettering, no good. Off the front of the iron, rebound taken down by Kapanis. Drives all the way in, and then Shatia Wettering trailing the play, knocks away the bounce pass. Davis for Clark, who sits down with 27 and 10 assists and 7 rebounds.
That's a beautiful stat line. Beautiful, beautiful.
Again. And a mishandled pass by Chesky into the hands of McCabe all the way in. Layup, 2 more for the Hawkeyes, and the first hoop for Taylor McCabe, who did hit a 3-pointer against Northwestern.
But she's been hitting them. That's the thing. You're like, I just want you to get that.
Yep, she can really shoot it. Chesky down the left side lane, kicks it to the left side, and the 3-pointer is good by Dia. That's her first hoop. 102-61, and a bump out front on Dia, her second against Molly Davis.
And Davis goes to the line on that. So you might see some points actually being thrown on here that could have ended up being like a 102-point game for Iowa, but now they'll go to the line a few more times probably.
12 players have scored for the Hawkeyes, just like the other night against the Wildcats.
Right.
Davis short on the first free throw. When corn grows fuel, Iowans win. Ethanol is a renewable fuel that's better for our environment, our health, and our wallets. Share your winning moments using hashtag #IowansWin. Plus, you'll be eligible for some fun corny giveaways. Second free throw good by Molly. She has 3. And it's 103-61. We're under 3. Here's a steal by McCabe. Crosses the timeline, down the right side, drops it off for Shatia Wettering, goes up in traffic and is fouled, and we'll get a pair.
Cape had a fun little fake on that pass there. Kind of almost like a little baby circle. I don't know if that's the right decision, the right way to describe it. Baby circle, acting kind of like almost to a shot fake and then a drop pass over to Wettering.
Well, that's what you need to do. You got to attract that defense.
That was a beautiful little baby circle, right?
Wettering's free throw, no good. Falls off the left side. Left-hander second, a little bit strong. Nice box out by Chesky. And she brings it across the timeline for Penn State. Gyamfi in for the Hawkeyes. Shot is up and no good by Pinto. Hawkeyes with the rebound. Get it into the front court. McCabe, free throw line extended left. Now Jada Gyamfi in that same area. Lobs it in for Goodman. She's doubled. Now back to Gyamfi. Right side, McCabe. There's a 3-pointer from the right wing.
An assist to Gyamfi.
McCabe with 5.
So while all the Hawkeyes did not score, all the Hawkeyes either contributed through an assist or they scored, which I think is pretty good.
Always. Jumper, Chesky, right wing is good. That's a 2-pointer. Chesky has 20. Hawks will be at Penn State on the 5th of February. Davis, left wing, looks inside, now feeds to Gyamfi for a 3-pointer. Deep in the corner, a little bit strong, and falls into the hands of Chesky of Penn State. And she's hunting some hoops and then kicks it out. And the shot is up and no good by Tennessee. And the ball goes out of bounds. And then a foul on the rebound. And it'll be on Dia, her 3rd. And more free throws for the Hawkeyes, Molly Davis.
Still got 1:25. 1:06 for the Hawkeyes. Versus what Penn State's record and their games, the teams they played, you really thought this was going to be a much closer game. And I think they're going to double check if they have the right number for the foul right now.
106-63, 125 left to go. Don't forget, we've got Hawk Talk on Monday night. Join Coach Bluter for Hawk Talk, presented by Oaknall at Bumps Restaurant. Hawk Talk takes place weekly from 6 until 7. And we will be at Bumps at Fickbine Golf Course Monday night from 6 until 7. Hawkeyes' next home game will face Nebraska at noon. So just a half hour later than today's start.
Yep.
On the 28th of January.
I like those early games on Saturdays, and I like them too.
I'm all for it. Davis connects on the free throw.
Maybe they should think about a Casey's breakfast pizza option. Or maybe Pizza Ranch could do a breakfast pizza option. I'm all in. I love pizza, I love breakfast, I love the combo.
Well, you've got a little pizza here you can nibble on after the game.
Throw some eggs on it and it'd be even better.
Davis with 5 after she connects on the free throw, and then Penn State gets in deep as Gyamfi commits the foul. And we'll have Penn State free throws with Tania Thompson.
Fun fact. When I lived in Portugal, there was a pizza place down the road where I would order a large pizza all for myself, and they put an egg on it, and ooh, it was good. And I ate the whole thing by myself, though.
Well, of course.
That's
can't stop at one
piece, more of the
right?
fun fact is that I used to eat whole large pizzas when I was a player, like a whole large pizza. Eat it, the whole thing.
Thompson makes both free throws. She has 11, 108-65. We're under a minute. Gyamfi tried to get a pass inside to Sharon Goodman, and it's stolen away by Chesky. She brings it across the timeline. She's pretty good freshman here for the Big Ten. And she'll pull from 17 and miss. But the rebound taken down by Thomas. Has it knocked away. And Shatia Wettering comes away with it. Now free throw line extended left. Wants that baseline drive. Kicks it to Goodman. Feeds right side. Gyamfi for 3 off the front of the iron. Rebound taken down by Kayla Thomas of Penn State. With 15 seconds to go. 108-65. Most points the Hawks have scored in a Big Ten game this year as Thomas connects close to the basket, and that'll do it. The Hawks will just dribble it out.
We got across the time at half court, but then, yep, there it is.
So 12,436 saw a consistent effort once again by the Hawkeyes. Iowa wins it 108-67. Caitlin Clark with 27. Monica Sonano with 20. McKenna Warnock a double-double. Also a Clark double-double. Post-game show from Carver Hawkeye Arena coming up as Iowa improves to 14-4 and 6-1. Penn State falls to 11-7 and 2-5. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. And Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. The Hotel Kirkwood, named the Corridor Business Journal's 2022 Best Banquet and Event Venue. And awarded the AAA 4 Diamond Award for lodging. To make reservations, visit thehotelatKirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111 for more information.
Basketball players don't always get a second chance. But now with the Iowa Lottery, basketball fans do. Play Money Madness or Triple-Tripler scratch tickets and you could win up to $100,000. Not a winner? Enter your ticket online or scan it in our app, and you could win 2 VIP suite seats to see the Minnesota Timberwolves or the Men's National College Basketball Tournament. Play today at any Iowa Lottery retailer and enter your tickets to see March basketball from the sweet seats.
The holidays are for making memories, and Honda can help you make them. Whether it's hauling presents in a capable Ridgeline, going sledding in an adventurous Pilot, or traveling in a rugged Passport or CR-V. Make memories during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer.
New Hondas are arriving daily at your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details.
At Cenex, we're locally owned and operated, so your community is our community. That's why your Cenex goes far beyond the store. We fuel community connections by supporting local festivals, restoring town monuments, and renovating baseball fields. Now in its 4th year, we'll have contributed more than $400,000 to Cenex communities through our Hometown Pride initiative, because community connections make the places we live so special. Cenex, powered locally.
Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels, the Homewood Suites and the Home 2 Suites by Hilton. Each offer guests spacious suites, complimentary breakfast, 24-hour fitness center, pool, hot tub, guest laundry, and convenient locations. Let their warm and friendly staff take care of you and your family when you visit Hawkeye Country. Well, Jamie, a lot to talk about on the post-game show. 108-67.
108 points for sure we have to talk about.
And bench points 42, 50 points in the paint, 5 players in double figures, and 2 double-doubles.
Oh, yeah, so we'll just start with Clark up top. 27 points, 9 of 15. 3 of 7 from the three-point line, 6 for 6 from the free throw line. But I'm going to do the full stat line here because it just makes the most sense. 10 assists, so that's the double-double for Clark. 7 rebounds, so she was nearing the triple-double by the end, and then 1 steal for Clark. So right there, but to hold on, there's more. I'm going to jump to the next double-double, which is McKenna Warnock with 16 points. She was 2 of 3 from the three-point line. She had 10 rebounds, and she had 3 assists and 1 steal. 20 points from Monica Sonano, 5 rebounds from her, 2 assists and 1 steal. 11 points from Hannah Stolke. And that is in just 7 minutes of play, 11 points. Hit that double, got into double figures that way. 3 rebounds and 1 steal. And 12 points from Sydney Fulcher. So 2 players off the bench getting to double figures today. 12 points. She was a perfect 2 of 2 from the three-point line and 3 rebounds, 2 assists. And just a fabulous game for Sydney Fulcher. However, lots of Hawkeye scoring, so I do want to make sure and mention them real fast. And 5 points from McCabe, 5 from Davis, 3 from Marshall and Wettering, and 2 from Goodman, O'Grady, Ediger, and that will round it out for the Hawkeyes. That's a lot of points. It's a lot. Those are some high numbers for 108 points for the Iowa. And then Chesky ended the game with 20 for Penn State, 16 from Kapanis, and 13 from Thompson. They were the 3 players with double figures for Penn State Nittany Lions. 44 rebounds as a team is what Iowa had. Compare that to 31 rebounds from Penn State. Iowa finished the game with 26 assists and just 11 turnovers, so a fabulous assist to turnover ratio for the Hawkeyes. 4 blocks for the game. Just an absolutely almost ridiculous game. 55% from the field, 39% from the three-point line, and 77% from the free throw line. With that fire first quarter leading them the way, 15 of 20 from the field, 3 of 6 from the three-point line. So,
yeah, I mean, really, this game was over after 10 minutes.
It really was.
34-15.
It was over. You could tell. Like, Penn State was done. I don't feel like we've probably seen many games like that against decent teams where it was like, okay, it's not even, there wasn't runs by Penn State at all. Iowa played fabulous defense. They kept Penn State the first quarter 15, second quarter 14, third quarter 16. So defensively, Iowa did a great job being aggressive on them and just leading this attack.
And you talk about the rebounding, and I think that's one area where the Hawks wanted to improve. Right. And I think they have.
I do too.
44-31, but 13 offensive rebounds.
You can tell there's a much bigger fight in Iowa now when there's an opportunity for a rebound. They get in there, they're aggressive, they're trying to create those second chance opportunities, and it's working. You can tell that it is just working for the Hawkeyes. They get excited, it fuels more, it frustrates the other team. Like, there's a million reasons why you want to put an extra effort into getting those offensive boards, and Iowa is making it happen. Points in the paint, Iowa finished with 50 points in the paint. That's similar. I don't remember what it was the other day, 56 or something like that. So similar points in the paint numbers. 52. Fast break points, 24 fast break points. Most of those coming from Clark, leading people who are putting that effort in and running down the court. And 42 bench points. 42. That's amazing. Yes, the bench played a lot more today, but still they have to contribute. They have to make the shots. It doesn't matter if they get on the court. That doesn't give them points. They had to make the shots, and they did, and 42 bench points. Just a really, really great statistical game for Iowa.
And Hannah Stolke had 11 points in 7 minutes and 15 seconds. Got herself in foul trouble. Otherwise, who knows how many she
I know. The only thing that can hold Hannah Stolke down is some fouls, it looks like. But, man, she did a great job. This was a really fun game. Although it was what you would call a blowout, those tend to not be fun. And sometimes as announcers, we're like, oh, gosh, it's going to be a blowout. This isn't going to. But I enjoyed this whole game. It was still very fun and engaging, and I think that everyone still put a lot of effort in, even in the second half when the game was well in Iowa's command.
Well, it was fun, too, to kind of be on double-double watch there with McKenna Warnock, and then obviously with Caitlin Clark getting that final assist, and then watching this bench develop. The Taylor McCabe's, the Sydney Fulters, Shatia Wettering, Hannah Stolke, of course. Those players that are part of the not only this season, but your future, and watching them develop, I think, in these situations is very important because, as Coach Bluter told you Wednesday night on the postgame show, you don't get a lot of these types of games typically in Big Ten conference play. Now it's back-to-back where the bench has been able to play a lot and contribute.
And I feel like they do such a good job of recognizing it earlier. I think this is what you get when you get a senior staff, people who have years of experience, is that they know that this is an important thing to get them in early. Once you start to have the lead, let them go play then. Don't wait till the very end of the game, which is where some other people might wait till they have it well in hand. They want them to start playing and contributing when it matters and when the game is still, there's a bit of a battle happening.
All right, Jamie is off to the Iowa locker room. Raina Harmon will join me courtside momentarily. And thank you to United Healthcare for teaming up with Hawkeye Athletics this year to support and celebrate small businesses in the state of Iowa. This week's Small Business Spotlight is Board and Brush, located in Davenport. Board and Brush is a do-it-yourself workshop where friends and families come together to create custom wood decor projects while enjoying a fun and entertaining atmosphere. Visit their Facebook page at Board and Brush Quad Cities. Is your small business ready for a big promotion? To enter, visit HawkeyeSports.com/UHC. United Healthcare, proud sponsor of the Iowa Hawkeyes. 108-67. We'll be back with more postgame after the break. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
The holidays are for making memories, and Honda can help you make them. Whether it's hauling presents in a capable Ridgeline, going sledding in an adventurous Pilot, or traveling in a rugged Passport or CRV. Make memories during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer.
New Hondas are arriving daily at your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details.
Time to redo this basement?
Yeah. A home gym, movie theater, model train utopia.
Or yoga studio?
I'm flexible-ish.
Great. I'll just use the U.S. Bank mobile app so we can plan it out.
Which way are you leaning? Setting a savings goal or applying for a home improvement loan?
I say we look at both options, right here in the app.
Budget for a really good home gym. We deserve it.
Noted.
Help for today, planning for tomorrow. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender member FDIC.
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, the Jill Armstrong Team, with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor, and Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. Jill Armstrong and her team strive to make every buyer and seller at ease with the real estate process. Contact the Jill Armstrong Team with Skogman Realty for all of your real estate needs. Call 319-631-5455.
At MidAmerican Energy, we want to help keep you safe around power lines and electrical equipment. Always assume a power line is energized, even if it's on the ground. To avoid the risk of an accidental shock or electrocution, avoid touching a power line with anything. And when you see high voltage warnings on transformers and substations, stay away. We care about you and your safety. Get more tips at MidAmericanEnergy.com.
Paid for by the customers of MidAmerican Energy.
Victory number 14 for the Hawks, now 6-1 in Big Ten Conference play. 108-67 over Penn State here at Carver Hawkeye Arena in front of 12,436. Assistant coach Raina Harmon joins me on the post-game show. And, you know, Raina, you've been around the game a long time. How about that start, huh?
Oh,
you don't see that every single week, do you?
No, we don't. I tell you what, though, we've been putting together a lot of good quarters of basketball, going back to that Michigan game. You know, and so we watched a lot of film on this team, and, you know, we've played them close in the past, always came out with the victory, but we know what they're capable of. We know that they're going to press us for 40 minutes. I thought we came out and played that scouting report to a T, and we just had a really hot start.
And how about the consistency here, especially the last 3 ball games? It all started with Michigan, very difficult place to play, but it seems like, boy, you're right, quarter stacked upon quarter, stacked upon quarter. Not a lot of lull in there.
Yeah, I think we're settling into our role a little bit. And I think, I mean, that's probably 1 through 9, you know, players 1 through 9. I think McKenna, she's finding her stride right now, and we need her, you know, to be consistent in doing what she's doing, end up getting a double-double tonight, which is also, you know, good to see. Caitlin's going to get hers. Mon's going to get hers. You know, Kate, she's going to come out, be steady. She didn't get into, you know, the scorebook tonight, but I thought she was all over the place. She got defensive stops. She banged her knee up going for a jump ball. Kate just doing Kate things, you know. And then even Gabby, I mean, you know, to see her hit that first shot, yep, I think gave her a little bit of confidence. Didn't get a lot of shots, but she was tasked with guard number 20 tonight, who can really shoot it, and to be able to hold her to 5 points. I mean, you're talking about a defensive player of the game. You look at Gabby Marshall right there.
Yeah, McKenna Marisa averaging over 18 points a game, one of the top point guards in the Big Ten, has 5 points, nothing in the third and fourth quarters.
Yeah, I mean, just I think we just really knew our scouting report and played our personnel really well. You know, I talked about the first 5, but you even look at the next few off the bench. Hannah Stuelke has turned into a Carver favorite, and we all know why, you know, and she got into a little bit of foul trouble, but still, 11 points in 7 minutes? I mean, that kid is something that we haven't seen here in a long time. I think Molly Davis is steady. Sydney Offelter coming in, giving us some big buckets. You know, we're just really putting it together. We're having fun. We're finding our stride right now.
As kidding during the game, I said, don't let Hannah hang around the indoor track facility.
Yeah, you ain't lying. She might be running hurdles over there.
Because she can, I saw her a lot in high school, going back actually to middle school, yep, and can really run that floor. An exciting player, there's no doubt about it. But, yeah, you mentioned Sydney Fulter, 12 points, a career high for her, 5 of 6 shooting. So, I mean, the bench just seems to be, along with the rest of the team, just making strides game after game.
Yeah, and that's what you want to see, you know, the beginning of January, just everybody knowing their role, knowing their expectation, and being comfortable in that and just doing your best in that role. You know, after that Illinois loss, it kind of became this mantra of ours, and it's whatever it takes. It takes what it takes, you know, and so as long as everybody played their role at 100%, then we're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
The passing seems like it's just been sensational.
Yeah, I mean, this team, sharing is caring, right? Like, we don't necessarily celebrate the buckets, although we had a lot of them tonight. We celebrate the assist. I think you see Molly got in there with the tip pass, trying to get it out to Taylor, and, you know, but we celebrate that in practice, and I think because Coach Bluter sets the tone with having great assists, our team follows.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And Caitlin Clark with 24 assists in the last 2 games. I mean, it leads the way.
That's right. I mean, she's got confidence in her teammates. We've been having really good practices. Over the break, they've been sharing a lot of gym time with each other, just in the gym, music pumping, getting up shots. And so, you know, that just builds confidence in the shooters, but also in your teammates that are passing it to you. So I thought they took good advantage of being on break, getting their shots up, and we were seeing it pay off right now.
The interesting thing, too, is the long down court passes. Obviously, Hannah can do it, yep. And McKenna Warnock, Monica Sonato, great hands, and good footwork. But, boy, they make it look so easy. That is not, as you well know, an easy pass to make.
No, it's not an easy pass. So I hope the softball coaches don't come in here either.
Athletes, right?
Yeah, but again, I think it's just a confidence thing, right? You throw it up, and, I mean, we had one to McKenna, like, towards the end of the quarter, and, I mean, she had to zig and zag to go get it. She didn't get the shot off, but, I mean, to even be able to make the catch, that just speaks to the synergy that this team is playing with right now.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Raina. Well, enjoy this one today.
Thank you.
And we're on the road to Michigan State and Ohio State. Let's keep it going.
That's right. Love you guys. Go Hawks.
Raina Harmon, assistant coach for the Hawkeyes, does such a terrific job helping out this basketball program on the post-game show. And the storyline today is the first 10 minutes of this one. Iowa 34, Penn State 15, and then cruised it on and looked good from there. 108-67 the final. Back with more post-game from Carver Hawkeye Arena after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
At Oak Knoll, our mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served Iowa City for more than 55 years. Our team helps residents create home by living our values of caring, respect, enthusiasm, awareness, teamwork, and encouragement. If you're looking at retirement options, visit our website at oakknoll.com. We want you to lead life your way. Go Hawks!
You probably know that a natural gas leak smells like rotten eggs. But what does a gas leak look or sound like? If you hear a whooshing or hissing sound, see dirt, dust, or water spraying from an area, or you get dizzy or queasy, leave the area immediately, then call 1-800-595-5325 once you're safely away. See MidAmericanEnergy.com for more safety tips.
Paid for by the customers of MidAmerican Energy.
Basketball players don't always get a second chance. But now with the Iowa Lottery, basketball fans do. Play Money Madness or Tripler Scratch tickets and you could win up to $100,000. Not a winner? Enter your ticket online or scan it in our app and you could win 2 VIP suite seats to see the Minnesota Timberwolves or the Men's National College Basketball Tournament. Play today at any Iowa Lottery retailer and enter your tickets to see March basketball from the sweet seats.
At Cenex, we're locally owned and operated, so your community is our community. That's why your Cenex goes far beyond the store. We fuel community connections by supporting local festivals, restoring town monuments, and renovating baseball fields. Now in its 4th year, we'll have contributed more than $400,000 to Cenex communities through our Hometown Pride initiative, because community connections make the places we live so special. Cenex, powered locally.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
You mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hawkeyes with 5 players in double figures. Caitlin Clark leading the way with 27. Monica Sonato with 20. 2 double-doubles today. Clark with 27 and 10 assists. And McKenna Warnock with 16 points and 10 rebounds. Hannah Stolke, 11 off the bench. Sydney Folter with a career-high 12. Quick check of the U.S. Bank scoreboard. Michigan at the half leads Michigan State women's basketball. Michigan number 17 in the country, 35-27. Ohio State jumps out to a 23-12 lead at Nebraska, closing a minute of the first quarter. And Purdue at Northwestern a little bit later on. Now it's time to enjoy some of today's top plays. Hawks another opportunity. Kate Martin on the right wing. Bounce pass inside, Sonato up strong, window, 2 more for Monica Sonato. And Clark spots up for a 3 as she got it back from Gabby Marshall. Caitlin Clark from the right wing with 5, and it's 12-4. Into the hands of Molly Davis. Back to Marshall for three, right wing. Got it.
Beautiful. Gabby Marshall is having a great first part of this game.
Larissa for three, short right wing. Clark the rebound. Looks to push. Down court pass to Stalky. Up with the left hand. Finishes off the window and a chance for three.
How is that even possible to see that, let alone make the pass?
The record for team assists in a quarter is 12 against Florida State back in 2017. And now this is a record as Sonato scores. That's 13 assists, an Iowa record for most assists in a quarter. Now reverses it to McKenna Warnock. Free throw line extended left. Now Clark, wide open three left to the top of the key. Splits the net. Now to Clark, 7 to shoot. We're under 6. Clark fires away from 25, short. Stalky, though, the long rebound. Left wing, Hannah drives in. Shot, good. Foul on Penn State for a block. Left baseline. Out to Marshall, holds the ball above her head. Now a Fulter for three. Count it from the left wing. And an errant bounce pass in the paint. Picked off by Hannah Stalky. Coast to coast, goes up left-handed layup. Good. And the bench was terrific. The starters were able to match what the bench was able to do. All good news from Carver Hawkeye Arena today as Iowa notches victory number 14. Now 14-4 and 6-1. 108-67. Over Penn State. We'll head to the Iowa locker room when we return. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from their field.
I love a good win. Catching up with friends, saving money at the pump, soaking up the perfect Iowa day, sitting down to a really, really good meal. These are the everyday delights that make us smile. These are the moments that connect us all as Iowans. And these are the wins that, more often than not, start with Iowa's farm families and the crop they're growing. Because when corn grows Iowa, Iowans win. Learn more about how to share your own wins at iowacorn.org/Iowans win.
Running a business is a lot of work. Luckily, I've got a great partner.
Oh, I think you...
I meant U.S. Bank.
I knew that.
U.S. Bank Business Essentials is a huge help to us.
Totally. Their comprehensive point-of-sale system does it all. Tracks inventory, manages schedules, customizes orders.
Plus all the regular banking stuff.
If only it could make coffee.
Nah, that's your job.
From point of sale to quick loans, we have many ways to make your business boom. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender member FDIC.
Basketball players don't always get a second chance. But now with the Iowa Lottery, basketball fans do. Play Money Madness or Triple-Tripler Scratch tickets and you could win up to $100,000. Not a winner? Enter your ticket online or scan it in our app, and you could win 2 VIP suite seats to see the Minnesota Timberwolves or the Men's National College Basketball Tournament. Play today at any Iowa Lottery retailer and enter your tickets to see March basketball from the sweet seats.
At Mid-American Energy, we want to help keep you safe around power lines and electrical equipment. Always assume a power line is energized, even if it's on the ground. To avoid the risk of an accidental shock or electrocution, avoid touching a power line with anything. And when you see high voltage warnings on transformers and substations, stay away. We care about you and your safety. Get more tips at midamericanenergy.com.
Paid for by the customers of Mid-American Energy.
Hawkeyes led for 39 of the 40 minutes today. 108-67 over Penn State. And we'll hit the road midweek at Michigan State on Wednesday night for a 6 o'clock Central tip. Let's head to the Iowa locker room as Jamie, first off, is with Lisa Bluter.
Thanks, Rob. And I just love being in winning locker rooms here.
So do
I. In a winning locker room over a good Penn State team that didn't look so good today, but I think that's partly due to your team.
I thought that first quarter, we came out and just set the tone on both ends. We had a great crowd here. They were behind us. Just did a super job valuing the ball against their press. We have 26 assists and 11 turnovers. And shot the ball very, very well that first quarter, but also defended well. And so just really happy. I thought it was an all-around great game. 5 people in double figures. I love that. Just some great basketball out there tonight.
Do you feel like you've ever had a team, like, was the first quarter ridiculous to you? Were you like, is this really happening? Or you're like, I can see this happening?
It was fun, and it was on the verge of being ridiculous. I mean, everything was going in. When you shoot 75% from the field, 100% from the line, 50% from three, it's a pretty good day. So, things were going really well for us. But again, I thought our team was very focused and ready for that press. Didn't let it rattle them. Obviously, when you shoot the ball that well, we're a hard team to beat.
So this game and the previous game, you scored over 50 points in the paint. So getting those high percentage shots. But your bench also the past few games has been huge. How is that feeling for you?
It is such a relief when we get 42 points off of our bench to their 22. I mean, you look down the line here. Molly has 5. Hannah has 11. Sid has 12. Taylor has 5. I mean, Shatia has 3. It's such good feeling when you can go to your bench like that and just have confidence with them that they're going to go in and do a great job. And it really gives an opportunity for them in these games to get more and more reps and build more and more confidence.
And you already talked about the crowd, but Wow. For an 11:30 game, 12,436. They're getting in their cars right now. Here's your time to talk to them.
Just so appreciative. We go on the road for 2 games, and we go on the road. We just appreciate a crowd that we have so much because it's not like this everywhere. And you get us ready to play. If it is a great crowd on the road, we're ready for it. And so just really appreciate your coming out today, your support of this team. And we're gone for a little while now, so it's going to be a while before we see you again, but we'll see you soon.
All right. Thanks, Coach, and we will see you soon. And now I am here with Sid Fulter.
Today just happened to fall for me, and so it felt really good. I mean, it was a good feeling knowing that hard work was paying off.
So you're about midway through the Big Ten season, and we're getting there. What do you feel like is the thing that you're most looking forward to in the upcoming, just the upcoming few games?
Just to compete. I mean, the Big Ten is like the best conference. We have some really good games coming up, so I'm really excited for that and to compete against some of the best teams in the country.
And anything for those Hawkeye fans who are hearing you right now?
Thanks for coming out. We have the best fans in the country.
All right, thanks, Sid.
Thank you.
And I'm here with McKenna Double Warnock. I love talking to you after games. And how did you feel today?
It was good. A great opportunity, great atmosphere out there. It was amazing, honestly. 11:30 game, such an early game, but all the Hawk fans coming out. So I thought we just had a really good 4 quarters today.
All right. And how about, you just talked about the fans, but you're going on the road. What does it mean to be here at home and when you play at home versus on the road?
I mean, everyone loves to play on their home court, of course, and you always want to kind of take those games. But we're definitely road dogs. We were last year. I think we still can be this year. So, and on the road's always fun, too.
All right. And thank you. And, here we go.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And thanks to McKenna Warnock and Sydney Fulter, who had a career-high 12 points in just 14 minutes, 5 of 6 from the floor, 2 for 2. From three-point range, and of course McKenna Warnock with 16 and 10 boards. Caitlin Clark with 27 and 10 assists. Also had 7 rebounds and just missed by 1 rebound, a triple-double on Wednesday night. So she's just continuing her fabulous play. And Monica Stano got the Hawks off to a great start in the third quarter. Ended up with 20. Hannah Stolke with 11. And the Hawkeyes were terrific today, leading for 39 of the 40 minutes. Had a big lead of 45 at the 2:16 mark of the fourth quarter, just when you want to have your biggest lead. 42 points off the bench and 50 paint points. The score by quarters, Iowa 34-15 in the first. That really set the tone. Hawkeyes continued to outscore Penn State the next three, 23-14, then 26-16 in the third, and then 25-22 in the fourth. Hawks 36 of 66 from the floor, 54.5%, 10 of 26 from three, 38.5, and 26 out of 34. 34 trips to the free throw line, 76.5. For Penn State, two players in double figures, as Shea Chesky played very, very well. Was 7 of 17 from the floor, had 20 points and 7 boards. And then Leilani Kapanis also played hard for the entire ballgame as well, had 16 and 5 rebounds. Penn State 22 of 60 from the floor, 36.7%, just 3 of 21 from three-point range, 14.3%. Did a good job at the free throw line, 20 of 25. And the key is we talk defense as McKenna Marisa, one of the top guards in the Big Ten, with just 5 points on 2 of 13 from the floor. Did not make a three-pointer, 0 for 4. Well, that'll wrap up our coverage of Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball on this Saturday. And we will join you Monday night along the network for Hawk Talk 6 until 7 at Bumps at Finkbine Golf Course. Please come out and join us. Had a great crowd last week, as we have all season long, but we'll be there Monday night from 6 until 7. Then our next game broadcast will be on Wednesday. That's the 18th of January. Iowa at Michigan State. That is a 6 o'clock tip Central Time, 7 o'clock in the East time zone. So we'll be on the air at 5:45 Central. Thanks so much for listening across the Hawkeye Network and all of our other spots that you can catch Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball. It was a fun one today. Hawkeyes now 14-4 and 6-1. Penn State falls to 11-7 and 2-5. The final score once again 108-67. The Hawkeyes win it. The most points Iowa scored in a Big Ten conference game this year. For Jamie Cavey-Lang, I'm Rob Brooks. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Good afternoon from Carver Hawkeye Arena. And this is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hawkeye Women's Basketball has been brought to you by Authentic Brand, unique Hawkeye apparel at authentic-brand.com. Bud Light, it's for the fans. Honda, to see how Honda crushes the competition, see your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest. Hy-Vee, score big savings at HyVeeDeals.com. Iowa Lottery, be a VIP with the Iowa Lottery. Visit IALottery.com for details. United Healthcare, proud sponsors of Small Business Spotlight. Sign up your small business at HawkeyeSports.com/UHC. And by U.S. Bank, proud to support Iowa basketball. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network. on the Hawkeyes.